Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Walker Stadium at Good Hartfield on the campus of Southern Arkansas University for tonight's opening round action of the 2023 Great American Conference Tournament between the visiting 8th seed Southeastern Oklahoma State Savage Storm and your top seed Southern Arkansas Muleriders. Fans, Southern Arkansas is a proud member of the Great American Conference and the NCAA. As members of the Great American Conference, Southern Arkansas adheres to the sportsmanship policy of the Great American Conference. In that, we encourage and promote sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Profanity, racial or ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal from the site of competition. At this time, I would like to announce the starting lineups, which are delivered to you by Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza, the official pizza provider of the Muleriders. If you're hungry after the game, call Domino's Pizza at 234-4141 for pickup or delivery. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Savage Storm. Leading off and playing second base, number 3, Sam Creed. Batting second and in center field, number 19, Corey Bonstrom. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 14, Damon Burrows. Batting fourth and at third base, number 10, Reed Rice. Batting fifth and in right field, number 9, Jake Miller. Batting sixth and in left field, number 11, Matt Miles. Batting seventh and at first base, number 8, Cameron French. Batting eighth and behind the plate, number 26, Joseph Ramirez. Batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 7, Dylan Hurd. And on the mound for the Savage Storm in game one, the right-handed pitcher, number 33, Cole Knutson. Southeastern Oklahoma is coached by Zach Crabtree. His assistants are Alan Traylor, Pete Romero, and Scott Stanley. And now the starters for your Southern Arkansas Muleriders. Leading off the shortstop, number 26, Riley Orr. Batting second and behind the plate, number 32, Brett McGee. Batting third and at third base, number 7, Brandon Nickel. Batting fourth and in right field, number 11, Connor Allen. Batting fifth and in center field, number 3, Chris Lyles. Batting sixth and at first base, number 4, Will Richardson. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 30, Jack Rubik. Batting eighth and in left field, number 28, Jackson Duke. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 13, Chris Sutton. And on the mound for the Muleriders in game one, the right-hander, number 23, Jeremy Adorno. Muleriders are coached by Justin Pettigrew. His assistants are Adam Anderson, Jacob Caples, Ben Schweinfurth, and Kobe Morris. Tonight's starting lineups have been brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza, the official pizza provider of the Muleriders. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please stand and remove all headgear as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Accommodate 12 elders with private rooms, complete bath, a shared living room, open kitchen, dining area, and a spa. Located in the heart of Magnolia, it's the Greenhouse Cottages of Wentworth Place. Visit cottagesofwentworthplace.com.
Muleriders taking on the Southeastern Oklahoma State University Savage Storm here this weekend at Southern Arkansas University. Dan Gregory along with Ryan Phillips bringing you all the action here this weekend. It's the best of 3 series, so there will be one game tonight. And then, as we get to tomorrow, there is a possibility of it could be one game, could be 2 games, depending on if the team that wins tonight wins the first game tomorrow. If somebody wins 2 games in a row, then the series is over. It's a best of 3. We're ready to get underway here at Southern Arkansas University. The Savage Storm will lead it off with Sam Creed, left-handed hitter. He is the second baseman. Batting .318. Does not have a home run. 16 runs batted in for Sam Creed. Again, the outfield very wet. There's turf on the infield here at Walker Stadium at Goodhart Field. Adorno on the mound. He's ready. His first pitch. It's a fastball, and it's a strike on the outer part of the plate, about belt high. Creed will be followed by the center fielder Corey Bonstrom. Then the DH Damon Burrows, the cleanup hitter, the third baseman Reed Rice. A 1 delivery, up and away. Jake Miller, the right fielder, hits in the 5-hole. And the left fielder Matt Miles, the first baseman Cameron French, catcher Joseph Ramirez, and the shortstop Dylan Hurd. The pitch, a fastball. There's a strike. I think he actually took a little off of that one on the outside corner. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sam Creed.
Yeah, a little bit of wind now going from left to right, so will help the right-handed hitters. 80 degrees at first pitch.
The 0-1 from Adorno. Too far inside, and he hit him.
That was a glancing blow, but he did get him on the thigh coming through.
Not a good start. Had a 1-2 count on him. That one got away from him a little bit and got Sam Creed. So Creed hit by the pitch. And Corey Bonstrom is on for Southeastern Oklahoma. He's hitting .310. 1 home run, 10 runs batted in. He also bats from the left side. First pitch to him. It's on the inner part of the plate for strike one. Adorno hit the left-handed hitter coming too far inside, and he went right back to the inside corner on Bonstrom to start him off. The lead by Creed over at first base. He's stolen 25 bases. These guys will run. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, pushes it up the third base line. That's going to go foul. Nickel coming in will field it in foul ground. They've got, as far as stolen bases, 2, I was thinking actually it was 3, but 2 of them with over 20 stolen bases. Creed with 25 and Burrows with 21 on the season. Bonstrom has 9. And Cromer has 7. So they got some guys that'll take off. The 0-2 pitch on the way, and a swing and a foul tip down on strikes goes Corey Bonstrom. He got the heater.
It was just fastball away and just blew it by the hitter Bonstrom. Strikeout number 1. With 3 lefties to start this game, first 3 men up, left-handed hitters for Southeast.
This is their leading hitter, Damon Burrows, the designated hitter, batting .401, 6 home runs, 51 driven in. First pitch to him is lined out to right field. Allen's going back on the run. He makes the catch out in right field. The runner from first had taken off towards second, and he has to scurry back to first base.
Now Connor Allen, as he normally does, a tremendous jump out in right field. And you're right, Sam Creed thought there was no way he was going to catch up to that, and was almost to the bag when the catch was made at second.
So 2 out, with Creed back at first base and Reed Rice to the plate for the Savage Storm, a .308 hitter. He leads them in home runs with 8. He has 36 driven in. First pitch to him, nope, throw to first. Runner dives back in safely. And then Creed likes to run. 25 stolen. He's only been caught 4 times.
He's got a pretty aggressive lead over at first.
Big lead, big lead. Stretches it out a little more, not going. The pitch, a breaking pitch outside. That would have been a good one to run on. If you want to run against McGee. McGee usually pretty effective back there behind the plate. 1 ball, no strikes on Rice. And Adorno to the plate. Breaking pitch, strike call. Got the call on the outer corner. We'll take it.
Maybe a little liberal on the corner there.
Maybe just a little bit. Looked good to us, though. 1 ball, 1 strike. Adorno again throws over to first. Had a huge lead over there at first base. One ball, 1 strike to count. No score, top of the first inning here at Goodhart Field. 1-1 pitch on the way, outside.
I think that may have been by design. That was almost like a pitch out. Maybe thinking that Creed would take off there.
2 balls and a strike to Reed Rice. Another big lead over at first. 2-1 pitch. Breaking pitch and a little outside, goes to 3-1. Well, we got the other one out there. I was hoping to get that one too.
Me too, but
not the case there.
Close to the same spot as the strike call earlier.
From the stretch, Adorno. Here comes his 3-1 delivery. On the way, fastball, outside, ball 4. Well, Creed didn't have to steal second. He got it with a walk to Reed Rice. So now runners at first and second with 2 men out. And it'll bring Jake Miller to the plate. Miller, the right fielder for the Savage Storm. batting 300, 6 long balls and 22 driven in. First and second, 2 out. Dorno, a couple of looks to second. Now the pitch, and it's a strike called. Good frame job by McGee, and actually brought that one back a little bit. Looks like it might have been off the plate. No balls and a strike to Jake Miller. 2 men are out here in the top of the first inning. Dorno comes again. Breaking pitch. Popped up. Out into shallow right field. Sutton going out. Allen coming in. Allen calls off Sutton, and Allen makes the catch to retire the Savage Storm in the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 men left on base. It's no score here at Walker Stadium. A good outfield. This is Mulerider baseball.
Bailey's Body Shop is your one-stop shop for collision repair. They can do it all, from handling the estimate for you to getting the information to your insurance company. Owner Danny Bailey has been doing auto body work for over 40 years, and Bailey Body Shop is built on quality and trust. You don't have to worry about it. They're there when you need them. When you need collision repair, trust Bailey's Body Shop, 2416 North Vine in Magnolia, 3303.
Hey guys, Lucas Cheatham here. No matter what your summer plans are, you can be the best you with Health Plus Therapy at 1515 East Main in Magnolia. My mom, Christy, and her team provide physical, occupational, and speech therapy, and will have you ready for those summertime activities. Whether you're casting a line, playing sports, or camping at the lake, you'll have more strength and less pain. Health Plus Therapy is local and loyal to its community. Visit healthplustherapy.net. Go Cubs, go Panthers, and go Mule Riders.
Step up to the plate with confidence at their Corner Clubhouse on the Magnolia Square. You see, we recently updated our menus, so now you can knock your taste buds out of the park. Try new items like our wraps, spicy popcorn chicken salad, quesadillas, and our filet mignon. You can also keep it classic with our legendary baked potatoes, burgers, and ribeyes. Family owned and operated, and only a short stop away. It's the Corner Clubhouse, 100 South Washington in Magnolia. Be sure and follow us on Facebook for updates.
Well, we're going to the bottom half of the first inning with Southern Arkansas and Southeastern Oklahoma State squaring off here in the first round of the Great American Conference Tournament. And Greg Lee along with Ryan Phillips. Wants to work right here, right? Riley Orr leads it off for SAU. Mulerider shortstop, followed by the catcher Brett McGee. Third baseman Brandon Nichols, then hitting cleanup the right fielder Connor Allen. Riley comes in hitting .371, no homers, 19 runs batted in. Cole Knutson on the mound. His first pitch is in there for a strike. 6'6", 275. I think he's I bet he's been at some point been an offensive lineman or maybe a tight end. There's a pitch that misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Orr. He's a big fella.
Yeah, he's a big man up there on top of that mound.
Off the stretch, the pitch. That almost hit Orr in the head. He's able to duck back away from it. Looked like a breaking pitch that just didn't break. It just wouldn't come back. But it's 2-1 now to Riley. Chris Lyles hits 5th for SAU. The center fielder, the first baseman, Will Richardson, hits 6th. There's a pitch going the other way as Orr just out of the reach of a diving second baseman, Sam Creed, and into right field for a base hit. So Riley Orr on a ball not hit very hard, but it hit eyes and got past the second baseman, Sam Creed.
Good job of the fastball outside, just went with the pitch. And good start for SAU with the leadoff single.
The last three in the order for SAU: Jack Rubik, the DH, the left fielder Jackson Duke, and the second baseman Chris Sutton. Brett McGee second in the order. He steps into the batter's box for SAU, batting .291, 15 home runs, 60 driven in. First pitch to him from Knutson. He took a cut and fouled it back for strike 1.
Well, McGee was staring at his bat after that, and yeah, he thinks he would like to have another cut at that one. He's been swinging a hot bat lately, especially in the power department.
I think we're using different live stats here for the postseason. Using GAC live stats. There's an off-speed pitch outside. 1-1 strike to Brett McGee, the Mulerider catcher. It's second in the order for SAU. One ball, one strike. Brandon Nickel on deck. Knutson from the stretch. The pitch. And that's line down the right field line. Fair on the line in the right pit and into the right field corner. And or around to third. Down to second is McGee. Is that one, I guess, got through that gate down there?
Yeah, the gate kind of to the hitting complex or player development facility. It went underneath, so be a ground rule double, unfortunately, because Riley Orr probably would have scored from first base.
So instead, he ends up at third base. Runners at second and third for SAU. And Brandon Nickel now steps to the plate for the Muleriders. He's the Mulerider third baseman. He's got an RBI opportunity right off the bat. 63 runs batted in on the season, leads the team. First pitch missed for ball one. Those 11 home runs with those 63 RBIs. Batting .351. Nickel bats from the right side. Knutson throws from the right. He's looking long for a sign. Now nods yes. 1-0 delivery from Knutson on the way is up and in. It's ball two.
Well, that almost got the shoulder of Nickel there as he just gets out of the way.
First inning of the first game in the first round of the Great American Conference Baseball Tournament. Knutson stretches. Now it's 2-0. And an off-speed pitch drops in there. He took a lot off of that one and dropped in for a curveball.
Yeah, he did. He threw a couple of harder curveballs, but you're exactly right. He took a lot off of that one and just drops it into the zone.
So it's 2-1 to Brandon Nickel. Connor Allen waits on deck. 2 on, nobody out. The pitch. And it's in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher. Ramirez kept it in front of him, and the runners stay put where they are at second and third. So a single by Orr and a double by McGee puts runners at second and third for SAU here in the bottom of the first with nobody out. And Brandon Nickel at the plate with a 3-ball, 1 strikeout. They have a base open over there at first.
They better not groove him anything here.
Knutson's ready. Here he comes. And that's pulled foul over toward the Southeastern dugout on the third base side.
He did. I think he went slider there. That wasn't fastball, and Nickel was hoping fastball there.
The count's full now at 3-2 to Brandon Nickel. Both these teams are blue and gold. Southeastern wearing black tops though today. Muleriders with the blue tops. Here's the pitch, a fastball. That's lined up the middle. That's a base hit. It'll get down. McGee at second had to hold up to make sure that one wasn't caught. Throw comes to the plate, and now the runner, Nickel, takes second base as the throw came in. He missed his cutoff man, threw it too high, and Nickel was able to take second base.
Yeah, that was just center fielder. Bonstrom just airmailed that one over the cutoff man. Good heads up running there by Brandon Nickel. Once he saw that overthrow, going ahead and swiping second.
So 1 run in. SAU takes the 1-0 lead and a visit to the mound already for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Not sure if that's the head coach or the pitching coach. Zach Crabtree, the head coach. I think that's who that is. But I don't guarantee it. I don't have his number anyway, but he's got a top on it. I couldn't see his number anyway.
Wouldn't matter.
Nope. Just has a little conversation, just trying to reassure his pitcher. There's nobody throwing. Wasn't in danger of getting pulled there. That's maybe a little bit of advice, but he's in a situation where the first 3 batters have reached for SAU. We have runners at second and third, nobody out. Nickel singled up the middle, then took second, so runners at second and third again. Still nobody out, and Connor Allen is the hitter for SAU. Knudsen has his sign. And the pitch to Allen. Allen took it high for ball 1. Connor's hitting .305. He has 8 home runs, 35 runs batted in. 1-0 Mulerider as they score first in this one. Knudsen checks second. Now comes to the plate. Breaking pitch. Foul back to the backstop. I'd like to say the team that scores first wins 99% of the time, but I don't know that.
That's all right. We just make up stats as we go.
Yeah, we don't have those kind of stats.
Well, there is now action in the Southeastern bullpen. Looks like a couple of guys going down to start stretching.
1 ball, 1 strike to Connor Allen. Pitch on the way. Breaking pitch. That's off the fist. Popped up on the infield. Second baseman charging hard and actually makes the catch back just not far behind the mound where Creed comes in and makes the catch. That's the first out of the inning. Runners have to stay put. And that infield pop up. So 1 out for Chris Lyles. Chris hitting .294, 6 homers, 30 runs batted in. Knudsen, long look for the sign. Now he's ready. Here's the pitch, a check swing, drop low. They're appealing. He pointed to first. That's where I looked, but the umpire's actually down at second.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, got a 3-man crew here with the runner at second. The umpire from first moves down behind the mound, between the mound and second base, basically. 1-0 count to Lyles. Pitch on the way. Breaking pitch. Foul back. That's out of play. Looks like, I'm just guessing here, but Knudsen seems to have settled in a little bit better since he is getting that curveball across.
Yeah, I think so.
Doesn't look like an overwhelming fastball, but if you get that curveball working, he just shook off one side, now another. Now he's ready. So 1 ball, 1 strike count to Lyles. Pitch comes, breaking pitch again. That one stayed high for a ball.
No break on that, and he's kind of shaking his fingers like maybe that slipped out of his hand.
We'd like to have one slip a little bit further down.
Yeah,
that was way high. That was way high. 2 balls and a strike to Lyles. Second and third, 1 man out. Bottom of 1, SAU leading 1-0. Knudsen's pitch, and that's fouled off to the right side, out of play. The kid's got something to chase over there now. Count goes to 2-2 on Chris Lyles. Will Richardson is on deck for the Muleriders. Lyles stepped out. He's back in the box. New baseball to the pitcher, Knudsen. Knudsen now with a sign he likes. And he comes home, and he bounced it up there. The catcher, again, makes a good block. That one was over in the other batter's box. He got over there and got part of his body on it and knocked it back out in front of the plate to keep those runners at second and third.
Yeah, in addition to being that far over, it was also a foot short of the plate. So, yeah, good job by Ramirez just bodying that one up and keeping it in front.
Full count to Lyles. Knudsen again, a long look for the sign. Now he's got it. A 3-2 count. Payoff pitch. Fastball, chopped foul over toward the Southeastern dugout. There may have been something else. Looked like fastball at first. But I think it dropped.
I think it was fastball. Just kept running away from Lyles, and Lyles just able to get enough to fight it off.
Yeah, pretty much down too. Might have a little sink to it. So count remains 3-2 to Chris Lyles. Again, Knudsen ready. Another payoff pitch on the way, and that's fouled off to the right side. That's out of play. Kiddos, they're going to go run that one down. They hadn't gotten their game started yet, the kids over there, so they're looking for those fly balls in foul ground. Count still 3-2 to Chris Lyles. That's McGee at third and Nickel at second for SAU. Here's the pitch. Fastball, that's lined into left field. That's going to carry to the left fielder, and they're going to have a double play as Nickel took off from second base, and he's going to be doubled off. He was all the way over to third base as that one carried more than he thought off the bat out to the left fielder Miles, and he throws in behind him for the double play to retire the Mulerider. In the inning, just one run for Southern Arkansas on 3 base hits. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. After 1-0 SAU. This is Mulerider baseball.
Let's be honest, you deserve the best. Jimmy John's in Magnolia makes freaky fast, freaky fresh sandwiches near you using only the freshest ingredients. Stop by and order delivery or pickup from the Magnolia location next to Walmart for a tasty sandwich today. And while you're at it, why don't you choose some chips or a cookie and a drink and make it a combo. Whether you're in store or in a delivery zone, we'll always make you a tasty sandwich. Become a reward member by downloading the Jimmy John's app. Jimmy John's Magnolia, open every day from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Have you heard? Magnolia Motor Company has won the Reader's Choice Award for Best Car Dealership. Come see Jason, Sam, Wilt, or Stacy for your next vehicle. Experience industry-leading customer service, product knowledge, and transparent financing, topped with a no-pressure, comfortable atmosphere to help you make the best decision. We are neighbors, and we're here to take care of you. Call us at 234-4777 or stop in for a visit on the 7982 bypass in Magnolia. We're open 24 hours a day at magnoliamotorcompany.com. Buy happy at Magnolia Motor Company. Quality first.
Offenhauser & Company Insurance has been an integral part of South Arkansas for over 138 years by providing quality insurance coverage including home, auto, business, health, and specialty insurance from the finest carriers with an in-house claims department and the very best of service. Offenhauser is proud to help sponsor SAU Mulerider Sports. Offenhauser & Company Insurance. Offices in Texarkana, Atlanta, Mount Pleasant, San Antonio, and Austin, Texas. Your insurance leader since 1882.
For the Savage Storm, in the top of the second inning, Matt Miles will lead it off. That's from the left side. First pitch to him from Adorno. Missed outside for ball one. That's the way the second inning starts. Well, the Muleriders had an excellent opportunity there in the bottom of the second, but only came away with one. There's a pitch, caught the inside part of the plate, up about letter high to Matt Miles. 1 ball, 1 strike. Miles hitting .317, 2 homers, 17 driven in. And the pitch. That's high for a ball. 1-1 and 2-1. There we go. The Miles, French, and Ramirez due up for Southeastern. Here's the pitch from Adorno. Fastball, foul back. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Miles, another lefty. 4 righties, 4 lefties, and a switch hitter for Southeast.
Well, the Magnolia Family Medical Clinic, a full-service health care provider for all members of your family, ages birth through end of life. That's fouled off to the left side. Magnolia Family Medical Clinic accepts patients by walk-in or with an appointment. Give them a call, 235-3555. Count still 2-2. Adorno's pitch. And that's foul back to the backstop.
We need to call the engineer in.
No, we might. I'm not sure what's going on here. Hopefully everything's good on the air. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Matt Miles. Pitch on the way from Adorno is lifted in the air. Out toward left field. Backing up. Left fielder Duke. Lynn's carrying it at the wall. And it's up against the wall as Duke falls down. And then standing up at second base is Matt Miles with a leadoff double in the second for Southeastern Oklahoma State.
That ball just kept carrying. Duke got back to the wall, had a chance to get there and maybe make a play, but kind of the ball and the fence arrived at the same time as Jackson Duke went crashing into the wall. So there's a leadoff double.
He might have left a dent in that wall out there. He crashed into that wall pretty hard. So leadoff man at second for the Savage Storm brings Cameron French to the plate. French is .271 hitter with a couple of home runs and 25 driven in. Miles made a bid there for his third home run going opposite field. Backdoor slider in there for a strike on Cameron French. Well, need a strikeout here.
That would help.
Couldn't hurt. Adorno's ready. Takes a peek at second, comes to the plate. That's way outside. That one got away from him, didn't it?
How big is French? He's 6'3", 220. He looks bigger than 6'3", 220. He's a big left-handed hitting first baseman.
Really? I was going to guess 6'3", 220.
I'm sure you are.
Here's the 1-1. That's foul back. It's 1-2 to Cameron French. Joseph Ramirez is up next. The ones I have trouble with, I have trouble with all of them. I'm not,
but more trouble with.
Yeah, I couldn't go to the fair and guess anybody's weight. I wouldn't do well at that. But you know, especially in football where they got all this padding on and everything like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then you see them actually when they take the padding off, you say, "Gosh, I thought you were a big guy." Here's the 1-2, breaking pitch, swing and a miss, and hanging on to it, McGee. He'll throw it down to first base. And out is Cameron French on the strikeout. He was holding that like he caught it. I think he was trying to sell it to the home plate umpire, but apparently he never sold it, and he had to go ahead and throw it down to first base.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was that. He was also pointing Will Richardson to go to the inside part of the bag towards the playing field.
It's a runner at second now with one out. There's a pitch to Ramirez. That's in there for a strike, a breaking pitch. Ramirez is their catcher. 305 hitter, 1 homer, 20 runs batted in. Adorno set, now the pitch. And a breaking pitch missed outside. A hard breaking pitch there. One ball, one strike. 1-0 SAU lead. We're in the top of the second. Pitch comes, foul tip to McGee. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Joseph Ramirez.
Yeah, Adorno challenged him there, just blew the fastball by him.
Yeah, because I listened to part of the game, Jeff. I know you didn't say a lot nice about the home plate umpire. Here's the 1-2 pitch, breaking pitch, missed outside. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Said the umpire asked him after the game if he said anything bad about him.
If I was an umpire, I would just assume.
That's a loaded question, asking Jeff Harrington that question. Or me, or you, or probably pretty much any radio announcer. We're all home.
Or fan, or, player. Pretty much anybody associated except 4 umpires.
2-2 pitch to Ramirez is foul back. He got a breaking pitch that kind of hung. Fortunately, it was up a little bit, and he got under it and fouled it to the backstop. All right, Jeff, they're playing Arkadelphia tomorrow at noon, right? The Panthers, they fell 8-2 at the hands of Ashdown. Nashville won 8-0 earlier over Arkadelphia. So it should be Arkadelphia and Ashdown playing for the championship. There's strike 3 called on the outside corner to Joseph Ramirez.
Ramirez just frozen fastball outside, and again, so far, home plate umpires given an inch off of the outside corner, and Ramirez got rung up there.
Dylan Hurd to the plate, number 9 hitter in the order for the Savage Storm. He's their shortstop. So 2 out now with that runner at second. The pitch comes. Good movement on that one from Adorno. Strike 1 to Dylan Hurd.
Yeah, good slider, and again, really moving away from the right-handed hitter.
Hurd 275 with 11 RBIs, no home runs. Don't start now. Here's the 0-1. Breaking pitch. Right on the inside corner that time. I think Hurd maybe gave up on that one because he went away with the first one. And then this one was coming at him a little bit, and it broke back, caught the inside corner. So Adorno has him set up. No balls, 2 strikes. Check of second, now the pitch. Breaking pitch, strike 3 called on the outside corner. And Hurd down on strikes. And Adorno strikes out 3 in a row after the leadoff double by Matt Miles. He's still standing there now as he goes to find his glove. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 SAU. This is Mulerider baseball.
That's the sizzle of McDonald's new, hotter and juicier 100% fresh beef quarter-pounder burger. Sounds good, right? Hold up, you can't hear that mouth-watering sound or taste that beefy, melty, cheesy deliciousness until you order yours, because that's when they cook it. So if you want to hear this, followed by this, hit this, and turn into McDonald's now. McDonald's new, hotter and juicier quarter-pounder burgers. So good, they'll leave you speechless. Hotter and juicier compared to prior quarter-pound beef patty. Available at most restaurants in contiguous U.S. Not available in Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories.
People's Bank is offering a great CD rate of 4.3% annual percentage yield for 13 months. Minimum balance is $1,000. Offer effective and APY is accurate from December 12, 2022 and is subject to change at any time. So don't wait too long to get this great rate. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. See bank for details. Member FDIC.
SAU will send to the plate in the bottom of the second inning. Will Richardson, Jack Rubik, and Jackson Duke. First pitch from Knutson missed outside. 4-1. SAU softball won earlier. Pull up the bracket here and update you a little bit more on that. There's a ground ball to the shortstop. And Hurd will throw out Will Richardson. That's how the bottom of the second gets started. And it brings Jack Rubik to the plate. He's the DH for SAU. 261 hitter, 1 home run, and 7 runs batted in for Jack Rubik. Rubik with only 23 at-bats on the season. Played all 3 games last weekend for the Muleriders. The pitch on the way, a fastball is a strike on the outside corner to Rubik. Still curious if he's getting any of that cube money, the Rubik's Cube money. There's the 0-1, low and outside. He stuck that O in there just so nobody would ask that question. Changed the spelling of his name a little bit. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Rubik. Foul back out of play. All right, so SAU a winner over UAM. That was the final game of the day in the softball tournament up at Bentonville. They got a couple games in yesterday before the rain, then 2 more today. There's a foul to the third base side to the dugout. So tomorrow's semifinals will be Southeastern Oklahoma State and Southern Nazarene in the first game tomorrow at 11. And then in the second semifinal will be Harding and SAU starting around 1:30 tomorrow afternoon up at Bentonville. And to pitch, that's strike 3 called right down the middle of Jack Rubik.
Now Frozy with the fastball there, and Rubik knew it immediately.
So he's retired, so are the first 2 Muleriders. In fact, that's 4 in a row going back to last inning, retired by Cole Knutson, and now Jackson Duke comes to the plate for SAU, a .308 hitter. He has 5 home runs, 21 driven in. First pitch to him, breaking pitch well outside for a ball.
Yeah, things have quieted down in the Southeastern bullpen since Knutson got into trouble in the first inning.
Ball on no strikes to Duke. Pitch on the way up and in. Goes to 2-0. Chris Sutton's on deck for SAU. If it goes beyond him, we'll be back at the top of the order. Every game we spotlight a Mulerider. Join us later for our Bodcall Bank Mulerider Spotlight. Bodcall Bank, local people. That pitch is up. Bodcall Bank serving us in South Arkansas since 1903. 3 locations to serve you in Magnolia, Stamps, and Texarkana. 3-0 is the count. Pitch on the way, a fastball on the outside corner for a strike, 3-1.
You okay?
Yeah, if it doesn't work, you just hit on it.
Just kick it. Yeah.
It's always been my theory. I didn't have a hammer, so I had to use my hand. 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss for strike 2. And now Duke with a full count at 3-2. 1-0 SAU. Knutson is he's settled in a little bit. Pitch on the way is fouled back off the up around the hands, back over the backstop and out of play to run the count full to Jackson Duke.
The way the wind is blowing out towards left, I would expect a couple of long balls this afternoon. See if Jackson Duke can get one up in the air.
Pitch is up. Ball 4, Duke a 2-out walk.
Or that, high and tight.
Now Chris Sutton, the Mulerider second baseman, to play. We almost had a home run for the Savage Storm, opposite field.
Yeah, with Miles.
Out and left. That ball carried pretty well out there in the left. And crashed off the wall, as did the left fielder. Chris Sutton at the plate with 1 on and 2 out. Pitch to him, a strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, so far strike zone consistent. Even a little bit on that outside corner, and that's where Knutson went on that pitch.
Duke, pretty good lead over at first base. Knutson ready, comes to the plate. That's lined up the middle. That's a base hit. Duke is going to stop at second base as the center fielder Bonstrom made sure he got down on a knee in front of that one. Didn't want that one to skip past him. That wet outfield. Skip on this. He kept it right there in front of him. Kept the runner not advancing beyond second base.
Yeah, especially as low and as hard as that one was hit by Sutton. SAU's put some good swings on it. The ball from McGee was hit hard. The one that Nickel hit was hit hard. Even the out that Lyles, where Nickel got doubled up, that one was stroked well. So they're seeing the ball pretty well against Knutson.
Riley Orr to the plate for SAU.
The ball that got loose, I think, in the bullpen, so time was called.
Riley singled in the first and scored the only run of this game so far. Batting .375. The pitch on the way. Took a shot at right, found that one off out of play.
That's what Orr did the first time going the other way, so worked in, tried again.
One thing I like about this stat program, it shows the updated batting average when they come up again. Well, it will for ours.
Yeah.
It won't for Southeastern. They don't have the stat program for them. Breaking pitch didn't break much, and it hits Riley Orr, so he's on, and now the bases are loaded.
Well, I hope Riley Orr did not hurt himself getting out of the way of that pitch. There was no doubt he was going to take that one off the leg. He did. Now he loaded up for Brett McGee.
And it wasn't coming too hard. It was, again, a breaking pitch that just didn't break much. And
I can just imagine Riley Orr was actually probably grinning as that ball came into his leg. He did not budge.
So Brett McGee at the plate. Doubled and was stranded in the first. First pitch to him. He took a fastball. That was on the outer part of the plate. He takes it for strike 1. Well, he's got an opportunity to do some big damage here. McGee has 15 home runs on the season. From the stretch, Knutson to the plate, up and away. 1-1. Brandon Nichols on deck. SAU had an excellent opportunity in the first, came away with just 1. Got bases loaded here with 2 out. This all started with 2 out. A 1-1 count to McGee. The pitch on the way. Curveball. Dropped in there for a strike. A big 12-6 curve there that dropped down into the strike zone. So McGee's in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Knutson, long look. He's ready. Bases loaded. 2 out. Pitch on the way. Fastball. Popped up. On the left side. Third baseman under it, and Rice makes the catch in fair territory to retire the Mulerider. In the inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 men left on base. Through 2, it's 1-0 SAU. This is Mulerider baseball.
Is there one place I can go for all my car, truck, and SUV needs? One place for all kinds of repairs, tune-ups, alignments, brakes, mufflers, oil changes, tires, etc., etc.? Well, yes, there is. Spittler Tire and Auto. You've been trusting Spittler Tire and Auto for 15, 16 years now, and they're still working hard for you. Call to set up an appointment to get your ride into one of their 10 service bays, and it'll be back to peak performance in no time. Spittler Tire and Auto in the Dairy Queen Shopping Center, 521 East Main in Magnolia.
Magnolia Travel Center is the only homegrown fuel stop in Magnolia and now offers off-road diesel and premium non-ethanol gas. Get a kickstart with our new hotcakes, breakfast burritos, and more. Get the boost you need with our bean-to-cup coffee machine. Also try the Flavor Shot Fountain Center with over 250 drink combinations. Happy hour from 2 to 6. Experience the frozen yogurt with topping bar, hot dogs, burgers, chicken, home-style lunch combos, kids' meals, and more. Grab and go with our fresh fruits, salads, and pizzas served all day. It's Magnolia Travel Center. Be sure and follow us on Facebook for updates.
Be cool for the summer with Chambliss & Davis Family Practice. Doctors Chambliss & Davis see patients of all ages from newborn to elderly who do primary care, weight loss management, DOT physicals, cool sculpting, BioT hormone physicals, and more. Open Monday through Thursday from 8 till 4 and Fridays 8 till noon. The Office of Chambliss & Davis is now accepting new patient applications with most insurance accepted, including United Healthcare.
Back at Goodhart Field, SAU with a 1-0 lead as we head to the top of the third inning. Jeremy Adorno back to the mound for SAU and back to the leadoff spot for Southeastern Oklahoma. Sam Creed, Corey Bonstrom, and Damon Burrows due up. SAU 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for Southeastern Oklahoma. The first pitch from Adorno, there's a fastball and a good one as he continues to work that outside corner for a called strike 1. Sam Creed led off this game, was hit by a pitch. The 0-1. There's a curveball, and there was kind of a half-hearted swing foul over towards the Southeastern dugout. Creed came into today's action with a .318 average. And the first 3 hitters for Southeastern, all 3 due up in this inning, left-handed hitters. The 0-2 fastball, Adorno tried to go a little farther outside. That one a little too wide of the outside corner for ball 1. SAU defensively pretty much straight away. 1-2 pitch, that one outside. The count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And wind blowing out now more towards center, but out towards left as well. Lights are on. Fairly cloudy sky, but so far no sign of immediate rain. 2-2, that one chopped in front of home plate. McGee comes out of his crouch, gets it, and throws to first. And did they call that foul? Let's see, that was...
Yep, think so.
I think they called that foul. McGee disagrees. Coach Pettigrew is going to come have a conference with the first base umpire, and I think it was actually the first base umpire that called it foul, not the home plate umpire. So, yeah, they are. They're going to call that foul. It looked like SAU had out number 1 there, but instead, we're going to redo this 2-2 pitch to Sam Creed. Well, McGee would have had the best look of anyone, and he certainly thought it was in play. 2-2, that one fouled back, and we'll do the 2-2 again. Throw that ball out of play. It trampolined back to Adorno. Sam Creed steps back in. The pitch, fastball, and good job by Creed to fight that one off. That was in the vicinity of the outside corner, and I think that was probably the cap of the bat that got a piece of that one and cued it into the Savage Storm dugout. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Off-speed pitch, that one fouled back and out of play. And Sam Creed putting together a good AB here.
I guess the graduations must be over, or they're down to the last one. There's actually some parking space available now.
Was a packed house at graduation. The 2-2. Fastball, that one spoiled. Sam Creed.
So if you were out here earlier and said, the heck with that, I ain't walking that far,
yeah.
You can get a little closer now. You don't want to get too close, obviously. You don't want to get a baseball through the windshield, but you don't want to have to walk from Whataburger either.
Pitch number 12. That one is fouled over towards the left side and out of play. Wow, Jeremy Adorno having to work here. Sam Creed not going quietly. Often do you see it where these long at-bats and they eventually bang out a hit. Let's hope that's not what happens here. Adorno's pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss, and there is strike 3, and that is already the 5th strikeout recorded for Jeremy Adorno. And that he earned. He went above and beyond on that strikeout. It was either 14 or I think it was 14 pitches in the at-bat. No, excuse me, 12. Pitch, that one hit by Bornstrom, and that one is going to be playable. Jackson Duke had to go all the way back to the warning track near the wall. Bornstrom going opposite field gave that one a ride, but not quite enough as Jackson Duke is able to get there and record the out.
Unfortunately, didn't have to bang into the wall on that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Damon Burrows to the plate. Burrows, the designated hitter. He flew out to Connor Allen on a hard hit ball in the first inning. There's a curveball and a called strike as that one dives into the left-handed hitting Burrows. Chris Sutton, Mulerider second baseman, playing a step on the outfield grass. It's another curveball. That one fouled back, and Adorno ahead in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Brandon Nickel now with 2 strikes is going to come play almost behind second base. Actually on the first base side of the bag. Sutton goes into the rover position in shallow right field. The 0-2 pitch, fastball, and that one lined out towards left as Burrows goes the other way for a 2-out single. Good job by Burrows just going with the pitch. Adorno worked him outside, and Burrows went with it.
That gets their cleanup guy to the plate. Home run leader, Reed Rice.
Reed Rice, 8 home runs, 36 runs batted in on the season. Came into today's action with a .308 average. Reed Rice, the third baseman. That one fouled back against the netting for strike 1. Reed Rice walked in the first inning. Look, Burrows, he's 21 out of 24 in the stolen base department. He had a significant lead at first base on that last pitch, and he's got another one here. Adorno's 0-1. Fastball, it's a good one as it catches the outer half of the plate for a called strike 2. See if Adorno can record strikeout number 6 here and end this top half of the third inning. Another aggressive lead by Burrows at first. The 0-2 pitch to Reed Rice. There's a slider, and that was slider or hard curve. Adorno thought he had him, took 2 steps towards the dugout, but the umpire said it was a little bit too far outside. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's been called a strike on occasion.
I think Riley Orr was also going towards the dugout on that, but we will reset. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Adorno. Curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3, and there is strikeout number 6. No runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. SAU leading Southeastern Oklahoma by a score of 1-0. You're listening to Mulerider Baseball.
I'm Faith Armstrong. If you worry about your safety or your loved ones, Columbia County Ambulance Service would like you to know about CareLink. CareLink provides an instant link to emergency response every minute, every day. The standard version provides protection surrounding the home, and a mobile unit offers protection anywhere. The area covered includes Columbia, Hempstead, Nevada, Ouachita, Lafayette counties, and Claiborne Parish. Call Columbia County Ambulance today to schedule your installation.
Your locally owned and operated Domino's is open. Domino's is open for carry-out at the drive-thru and delivery. Domino's has contactless options for delivery as well as carry-out. Call Domino's in Magnolia at 870-234-4141 or order online at Domino's.com. Domino's is open 10:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 10:30 to midnight Friday and Saturday. Domino's on East Main in Magnolia. Thank you for shopping all local businesses.
Third base number 7, Brandon Nichols.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, SAU with a 1-0 lead over the Savage Storm. Brandon Nichols steps in. He lifts that one high over towards right field. Jake Miller looks like he's underneath it, and he is for out number 1. First pitch swinging was Brandon Nichols there. 1 pitch, 1 out, and that would bring up the cleanup hitter, Connor Allen, for the Mulerider.
I don't think he wanted to go opposite field with that one.
He's got it, but again, not getting any help out towards right field. Connor Allen infield pop up. He squares to bunt and then takes it back for ball 1. I've seen Connor Allen do that a few times over the last couple of weeks where they play him back and he's not afraid to drop a bunt attempt. Pitch that one inside, and did he stop his swing? They say no.
I thought he did. But
I did too. That was inside, and it was more his body moving than the bat.
Wish he had appealed that one because I don't think the first base umpire would have said he went. The home plate umpire is the one that made that call.
Agree totally. Instead, it's 1 ball, 1 strike count. Fastball fouled back to the screen. Connor Allen now behind in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chris Lyles stands on deck for SAU. Will Richardson after that if anyone can reach. The 1-2 to Connor Allen, and he drops a curveball in for a called strike 3. Good pitch there by Knutson, and
kind of gave up on that one. That thing all of a sudden broke and dropped a little bit, and dropped right over strike 3.
And just like that, there are 2 down here at the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Knutson is, man, he's settled in. He was in danger of getting knocked out in the 1st inning.
He was.
Single, double, single, and then, then he settled in. Double play really helped him out.
There's an off-speed pitch that, quite frankly, must have been a little low. If it missed, it didn't miss by much. Lyles pounded his first hit, but it was right at the left fielder. Line drive, and doubled up Nickel at second base to end the threat in the 1st inning. Next pitch outside. Counts quickly 2 balls, no strikes.
In Magnolia High School, the Panthers lost 8-2 today at the hands of Ashdown. So they're going to play in the 3rd place game tomorrow at 12 o'clock against Arkadelphia.
Knutson's 2-0 off speed. That one hit over towards shortstop. Shortstop moving towards the 3rd base bag. Throws across, not in time. As Lyles with good speed beats that out for an infield single, and ball was not hit hard. Dylan Hurd had the range towards the 3rd base bag from his shortstop position, so all his weight going away from the bag and could not get enough behind the throw to catch the speedy Lyles.
Depending on whether Magnolia wins or loses tomorrow in the state tournament next week at Lone Oak, that starts on Thursday.
Will Richardson at the plate now, 2 outs, 1 on. That one fouled back and out of play for strike 1.
If they win, they play the 10 o'clock game next Thursday, 10 a.m. if they lose tomorrow, they play the 12:30, and they may want to lose. So don't have to get up so early. The 3 team from the south plays at 10, and the 4 team from the south plays at 12:30.
Throw over to first base. Lyles back standing up. Is Mr. Lyles in the stolen base department? Let's see. 13 out of 15. Pretty good percentage there if SAU wants to get something going. He's got a good lead at first base. The 0-1 off speed, and that one hit out in the left field, and that's going to fall in for another 2-out single, and SAU all of a sudden again doing damage with 2 out.
That one was up on the bat. Didn't get a lot on it, but just enough he muscled it up and over the shortstop out in the shallow left.
SAU back in the second inning was able to load the bases up with 2 out. And able to score there, and so far here in the bottom of the 3rd inning with 2 out, they've got 2 men now aboard, and Jack Rubik to the plate. He struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Boots in, asks for a new baseball. He gets it, and he looks into his catcher. Comes set at the bell to look over at second. Fastball, that one called strike 1. SAU has threatened in every inning. A lot of their damage with 2 out, but so far no big payoff yet. See if Rubik can change that. The 0-1 curveball, that one hit back up the middle, but right at the second baseman who bobbles but gets a handle and flips it over to his shortstop Dylan Hurd for the 3rd out. That one hit hard, but right at Sam Creed. So there were no runs, there were 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base as we head to the top of the 4th inning. SAU leading Southeastern Oklahoma 1-0. You're listening to Mulerider Baseball.
KVMZ FM Waldo Magnolia and KELD FM Hampton, Camden, El Dorado, 99.1 and 106.5. The new Max FM.
Short-term plans may change, but stay focused on 3 lifetime goals: planning for retirement, preparing for the unexpected, and creating an estate plan. Get in touch with one of Magnolia's Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Getting your prescriptions filled is easy at Prince Pharmacy in Magnolia. Become one of their many satisfied customers. You can refill your prescriptions with Prince Pharmacy's mobile app, also with their website, PrincePharmacyRx.com. Prince Pharmacy has a 24-hour refill line, too, 234-7292. Call before noon for same-day free delivery. They have a convenient drive-thru, too, at Prince Pharmacy in the Southern Medical Group Clinic at 211 East Stadium in Magnolia.
I love my Fast Pass from Rocket Fast Car Wash. It makes keeping my car clean so easy.
No cap. With unlimited washes, I don't have to worry about breaking the bank to keep my car looking great. And I can use my Fast Pass at any of their 10 locations.
Rocket Fast Car Wash Fast Pass plans include unlimited washes and make it easy to keep your ride looking its best all summer long. Starting at only $20. Spend less time cleaning your car and more time enjoying your adventures. Rocket Fast. It's a blast. And you're beautiful.
Right to number 9, Jake Miller.
And it will be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up for the Savage Storm. Miller, Miles, and French. Jeremy Adorno takes a deep breath. And his pitch, fastball, fouled back to the screen for strike 1.
Looked like Jake Miller was right on that pitch. Fortunately, just a little bit under it.
So far, Adorno, 6 of the 9 outs recorded have been by strikeout. The 0-1. Looks like a slider. Did he go? They're going to appeal down to first and no swing. Says the first base umpire. Evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Didn't miss that outside corner by much.
He did not, no. Adorno's 1-1 pitch. Curveball, there's a called strike as Miller could not quite start his swing in time.
Magnolia Regional Medical Center mid-game summary coming your way in a little bit. American Cancer Society recommends women receive annual mammograms beginning at age 40 Magnolia Regional Medical Center offers state-of-the-art digital mammography.
The 1-2. Did he go? That was way outside, and they're going to ring him up. There's strikeout number 7. And there's the first out here in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah, he went after that one. That Miles will come up. Magnolia Regional Medical Center, again, offers state-of-the-art digital mammography in a comfortable and friendly environment. Call to schedule your appointment, 235-3516.
Oh, Matt Miles had a leadoff double in the 2nd inning. Just missed a home run by a couple of feet going opposite field. Dorno's first pitch to him, he busts the fastball inside for strike 1.
Every game we spotlight a Mulerider. Join us for our Bodcall Bank Mulerider Spotlight, and then we'll do that pretty shortly as well. Bodcall Bank, local people, serving us since 1903.
Pitch, there's another fastball, and that one just a little bit inside. Evens count 1-1.
Right under the arms.
Yeah.
Matt Miles.
Dorno checks his wristband. And the pitch, curveball fouled back, and count goes to 1-2. Cameron French is on deck.
Well, you start looking back and you think, man, did the Muleriders leave this?
Yeah.
Let that guy get off the hook there in that first inning. Well, 2nd inning, too, for that matter.
Had the bases loaded. The 1-2 pitch, fastball. That one a little bit inside, maybe a little high as well. Count evens at 2-2.
Runners at 2nd and 3rd with nobody out. Got 1 run in, and 2nd and 3rd again with nobody out. And nobody else came in that first inning, and then got them loaded with 2 out in the 2nd inning. Left them loaded.
2-2. There's a curveball that doesn't quite come back around to catch the outside corner. Count goes full. McGee thought he had it. He was getting ready to throw down to 3rd base for the strikeout.
He hesitated a little bit too long there. Yeah. Otherwise, he might have got the call. He couldn't sell it.
The count goes full. The full count pitch from Adorno. That one inside. That actually hits him, so they're going to rule that a hit by pitch as Matt Miles jogs over to first base.
He will not need the ambulance. It looked like it clipped his shirt.
Yeah.
Down where it hangs loose right above the belt. It looked like it just nicked it.
Got a little bit of clothing, and that was it, but we'll put him aboard at first base, and Cameron French, the first baseman, steps in. Struck out back in the 2nd inning. French does have a couple of home runs, 25 runs batted in. His first pitch, fastball, foul. Back to the bricks there for strike 1.
Softball won 6-3 over UAM in the first round of the GAC softball tournament. Had three players with home runs. Hamilton, Shipman, and Dillon.
Pitch, that one up and out of the zone. Miles with a decent lead over at first.
Those were all solo. Also a couple of doubles for King and Dyson with RBIs.
Miles again takes his lead from first. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike as Adorno comes home, swing and a miss, and a bit of changeup. Had French out in front, and Adorno's got him set up here, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ward was the winning pitcher for SAU. Goes to 21-6 on the year, pitched the first 6 innings. Congratulations.
1-2, swing and a miss for strike 3 as Adorno gets the slider, and that one was running into the left-handed hitting French, and on a handcuff to swing. Jeremy Adorno has put on a strong performance so far.
So far, his offense has only scored 1. He needs to.
And then strikeout number 8. I had to go back and make sure Joseph Ramirez to the plate. First pitch outside.
So again, SAU softball playing at 1:30 tomorrow up at Bentonville. It's single elimination, so you lose, you're done.
Ramirez struck out back in the 2nd inning.
Semis at 11 to 1:30 tomorrow, then 5:30 for the finals.
Throw over to first base, and Miles dives back in safely.
All of that tomorrow. there at Bentonville.
Ramirez, a .305 hitter, 1 home run, 20 runs batted in. Dorno's pitch, fastball fouled back and out of play.
In my humble opinion, which I very seldom express my opinion.
Yes, yeah.
When you get this far, get down to the conference championship in a tournament, it should not be single elimination. You have one bad game, go up against a good pitcher.
Good pitcher, yeah.
I mean, yeah, you lose. And
1-1, that one a little too far outside.
the year they did the baseball.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
We played, that was single elimination at the home of the top 4 teams rather than playing a 3-game series like we're doing here. So SAU, the 2 seed, loses to the 7 seed. And then the 7 seed hosts the Final Four and wins the tournament.
2-1, fouled back out of play. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, the craziest things done over the years in the Great American Conference, that ranks right up there. I don't know if it's necessarily number 1, but it's pretty.
If you're doing a 1-game series, it's not necessarily about the best team. It may be about the best pitcher. 2 ball, 2 strike count, 2 out here, top of the 4th inning. Adorno's pitch, curveball. That one hit pretty well out towards left. Jackson Duke going back. That is off the bottom of the wall. Miles, they're going to send him all the way for first and then throw up the stop sign as he dives back in. McGee, that throw gets away. The runner now comes home, and the throw was low. It went off the chest of Brett McGee, and that allowed Miles to come in from third. He had stopped, and then saw the throw go off the chest protector of McGee and bounce over towards the second baseman, Chris Sutton, over in that general vicinity.
It bounced well out in front of him. Normally you get pretty good hop off the turf, but that thing bounced up high, like you said, off his chest protector and bounced away. So that's got to be an error on the throw, throwing it into the turf.
Probably a double all the way for the hitter. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Dylan Hurd. Pitch, that one hit off the end of the bat towards left. Jackson Duke coming in, and he slips and falls. And that ball is down. There's going to be another run that scores. And, boy, there's the wet outfield. Jackson Duke was coming in and just lost his footing.
He was trying to stop and back up. He overran it a little bit. And it's just so tough to change directions. And he tried to, and down he went.
Well, that's going to be ruled a hit. And again, that's playing conditions there and slick outfield. And Jackson Duke took a hard tumble.
A visit to the mound from Coach Pettigrew to talk to Jeremy Adorno.
And now you go back to the leadoff spot with 2 outs. And now Southeastern, after pushing 2 runs across here at the top of the 4th inning, is taking a 2-1 lead just like that. Adorno's thrown the ball well, and quite frankly, should have been out of this inning with no runs. Mound visit has concluded. See if Adorno can go ahead and shut things down right here.
They're not charging error on that throw to the
I have not seen it. He was definitely stopped at third.
Yeah, he wasn't coming until that throw got away.
Yeah. No, he threw out the stop sign. In fact, he dove back into the third base bag. But we'll see how it scored at some point down the road. Sam Creed, the leadoff man at the plate. Fastball inside and almost got the knee of Creed. And there's still 2 out. Now have Dylan Hurd at second base in scoring position. Creed officially 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning.
They did charge an error.
Ah, there we go. Next pitch in the dirt. McGee blocks that one, and Hurd has to stay put at second.
Just hadn't come up on a live stat yet, but they just put it on the board.
Yeah, I saw it on the board.
Yeah, Mulerider's kind of coming unglued here. That's not an error on left field on the other one, I don't think. It just,
no, it's just.
He fell down and the ball landed right next to him.
Yep. 2 ball, no strike count. Adorno twirls and fakes a throw to second.
None of these are really Well, the first one out to left field was stroked pretty good. The Ramirez, I guess they gave him a double on that. So back-to-back doubles.
Yeah, that's how I scored it. The 2-0. Fastball hit over towards third. Past Nickel. Riley Orr makes a diving stop deep in the hole, but that ball was hit so slowly and deep in the hole that Orr had no chance. He doesn't even make a throw over to first, and that's an infield single all the way.
No way he had a shot, and just was hoping that runner would round third a little too far. Of course, Nickel, the third baseman, was so far off the line, he was going to have to round it quite a bit to have a play on it. Nickel back to third.
Bonstrom comes to the plate. He's the center fielder, 0 for 2. Now runners at the corners. Adorno throws behind the runner at first, and good job by Will Richardson to scoop that one. That could have been disaster there if that one had gotten through and scored the third run of the inning. Good lead from Creed over at first. Adorno's pitch, that one in the dirt. McGee, another good block. But it's a 1-ball, no strike count.
Your live stats?
No, I was just trying to refresh mine.
Yeah, they haven't loaded it all in this inning.
Well, it's through the GAC website, right? So the 1-0. Fastball. There's a called strike. Count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. That's the unfortunate thing. Adorno's pitched the ball.
They haven't loaded for this whole at bat.
Adorno has thrown the ball well. Just
Connor's on top of it.
Series of unfortunate events here in the top of the 4th inning. Adorno set at the belt, takes a deep breath, comes home. That one a little bit too far inside, and count goes to 2-1.
I need to get this inning over with. It's been a just crazy, disastrous inning.
It has.
Mulerider's got to quit leaving runners on base, too. Need a little bit of that, too.
Let's see if Adorno can work out of this first and get the bats going. 2-1, fastball low, and count goes to 3 balls, 1 strike.
So far, the sloppy field has hurt SAU more than Southeastern, obviously.
You got Damon Burrows on deck if Bonstrom can extend the inning. The 3-1. Fastball. There's a called strike. Bonstrom was a little late on deciding to swing there and couldn't fully pull the trigger. The count goes full.
The other series, Arkansas Monticello at Henderson. They're playing right now. Oklahoma Baptist at Arkansas Tech playing right now. Washita won at home over Harding earlier.
Full count pitch. That one fouled over down the first base side.
So the winners of those 4 series will meet next week, Thursday through Saturday at Arvest Ballpark up in Northwest Arkansas. In a best-of-4 double elimination tournament.
Count remains full. Runners at the corners. 2 out. Adorno's pitch, fastball. That one fouled back and out of play. We'll reset it. Richardson playing off the bag at first base. So Creed is getting a running start. Off the bag at first. Reset this full count pitch. Pitch, fastball. That one fouled back and out of play.
Well, best-of-3 series. Obviously, you want to win that first game of the series. Don't want to have to come in here tomorrow having to win, having to sweep a doubleheader.
Yeah.
To advance to the next weekend. You just got to do what you got to do. So they can do that.
So you trying to go ahead and end this top of the 4th inning. pitch, and that went off, I think, the elbow.
You could hear that too up here. That sounded painful if it didn't hit back. If that was.
Yeah, he's shaking his right arm, so there's a hit by pitch on a full count. Yeah, he's trying to get feeling back in that right arm.
That was all bone. Yeah, there's no cushion of any kind on that arm where that hit him.
That's the third runner that has reached being hit by a pitch. Damon Burrows, the designated hitter, comes to the plate. He's got 6 home runs as he stands in from the left side. Bases now loaded. The pitch curveball outside for ball 1.
What a crazy inning.
Dorno has hit 3 batters, walked 1, and Brett McGee is going to go have a visit with his pitcher and see if he can settle him down here.
We've had 2 hit by pitches. We've had a double that was, typical double after the wall, but we had one where the left fielder fell down on a fly ball, trying to change direction on a soft turf out there and fell down. So that was a double. Looks like a line drive in the box score, and had a throw home. Should have been out of this inning a long time ago. He should have had Miles at the plate. Yeah, second out of the inning, but actually it would have been the third out of the inning at the plate, but the throw was in the turf and bounced up off the chest of McGee and got away. The run scored. Yeah, it should have been out of this inning with no runs scored. Instead, they've scored 2.
Visit has concluded. Burrows a 401 hitter, 6 home runs, 51 runs batted in. Bases loaded, 2 out. Dorno's pitch there's a good curve ball. He snaps that one in for strike 1. Count evens. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burrows the 8th hitter of this inning for the Savage Storm. Dorno again from the stretch. Curveball, that one hit hard down the right field line, and that is down and going to score at least 2. That one goes all the way to the wall. Allen tracks it down. 3 runs are going to score. There is a 2-out triple, and all of a sudden, Savage Storm now leading by a score of 5-1 after that ball was raced down the right field line by Burrows. Wow.
That's a killer. Just the way this inning was going, you're afraid they were going to strike for that big blow.
And there it is.
Dorno has been out there on that mound for way too long.
Yeah, Knudsen, in fact, the pitcher for Southeast had to go behind their dugout and throw to stay loose. Dorno's pitch curveball fouled back and out of play by Reed Rice. He is the 9th hitter, so Southeast batting around here in the 4th inning and scored 5 runs. They still have a runner. That's Burrows at third base. Pitch that one inside and off the helmet. That bounces back. The runner goes, and McGee tags him out as the ball carried right back to McGee at home plate. And he easily tags out Burrows, who is charging in from third. Southeastern Oklahoma strikes for 5 runs off 4 hits. There was 1 error, no one left on base as we hit the bottom of the 4th inning. Savage Storm 5 and the Mill Riders 1. You're listening to Mill Rider Baseball.
Come by S&S Home Center in Magnolia and check out all the gardening plants just for you, our valued customers. S&S has everything from vegetables like tomatoes and peppers to flowers such as periwinkles, petunias, geraniums, and more. Also a great selection of 10-inch mixed hanging baskets and beautiful patio pots. Either of these 2 would make a great gift for someone or just to beautify your own patio. Hurry down and see us today because these won't last long at S&S Home Center, making it easy to buy local.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Gary Don Farrell.
Back at Goodhart Field, first pitch to Jackson Duke, fouled out of play. Cole Knudsen back to the mound for Southeastern Oklahoma. They've taken a 5-1 lead, scoring all 5 runs in the top half of this 4th inning. Knudsen's pitch, that would hit pretty well down the right side, and it is fair. There's going to be a leadoff double. Jackson Duke rounds first and goes into second base standing up. So let's see if that'll get the SAU offense clicking. Jackson Duke with the leadoff double here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That's what the Mulerider's need. They need something good to happen after things turn south in the top half. Chris Sutton, the Mulerider second baseman, comes to the plate. Sutton singled back in the 2nd inning. The pitch to Sutton. There's a fastball that stays high for ball 1.
All right, Connor's not agreeing. The run scored when the ball bounced off of the chest of McGee, right?
Correct.
Okay, Miles, yeah. So I still don't think any of those runs should be earned. They've got them all 5 as earned.
Count goes.
I don't agree with that.
Count goes to 2-0.
I'm debating. We may have to get Jeff involved. Straighten your son out. Straighten your son out, Jeffrey.
Ooh, there's a delayed strike call. That one was on the more generous end of the outside corner. The SAU fans are making sure the umpire knows that may have been a little too generous. Counts 2-1. Pitch that one. There's a called strike, 2. Count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes now the count. Knudsen, to his credit, went right back to the same spot, and Sutton again thinking it was outside, took strike 2. Counts 2-2. There we go. Knudsen, a long look in. Jackson Duke at second base for SAU. Pitch that one in the dirt. Ramirez, a good job of blocking that one. That was probably 3 feet into the batter's box on the left-handed hitter's side there. Count goes full. Riley Orr, the Mulerider leadoff man, is on deck. See if Sutton can reach, and SAU would have the potential for a big inning here. Oh, a flurry of activity in the Southeastern bullpen. Full count pitch. That would hit Harbert right at the shortstop. He throws over to third as Duke broke with the pitch, and he is easily thrown out at third base. Put out 6-5 on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, that's a base running mistake there. Yeah, ground ball in front of the runner. Runner's got to stay put. Either let that get through or wait till he throws it or something. He can't run into that out.
Well, and now double play also in order. Chris Sutton at first base. 1 out. Riley Orr to the plate. First pitch to Orr. Here's a called strike. Riley thought that may have been a touch low. Riley Orr 1 for 1. He's reached twice. Had a hit, scored a run. Only Mulerider run, and was hit by a pitch. There's a fastball, a little bit low.
I think what they're saying is the runner was not going. Riley threw home, threw it in the dirt, bounced away. Runner came in and scored. He would have scored anyway on the base hit. So I don't know. That you can't assume. That you can't assume that. I don't know.
There's the other pitch, low and away.
That don't sound right to me. It sounds like if the ball bounced away. I mean, he scored because of the error.
Yeah.
But he would have scored had he not.
And it's also tough luck that the field issue in left field, but again, not much you can do there.
But it's in the live stats. He scored with the error because of the error. Was he stopped?
2-1. That one right down the middle. Probably the upper half of the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to count to the Mulerider shortstop.
I'll let smarter men than me figure it out.
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah, thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you for pointing that out.
The 2-2. Fastball low and away. Count goes full.
I'll go back to griping about the umpires instead of about the...
Now let's gripe about Connor. That's much more fun. Full count. Knudsen comes set, comes home, fastball fouled off the foot of Riley Orr. He's going to run halfway to the Mulerider dugout, trying to run the pain out of that front foot.
Connor got 2 awards for the golf team. Honorable mention and scholar athlete, I think. Jeff will tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I know he got two awards.
So he got the athletic genes and the intelligence from Shannon.
Yeah,
okay.
Probably, yeah. He might have got both of them from Shannon. You just never know.
No, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
Full count pitch. That one fouled over towards the third base side. And
we can say that since Jeff's not here to argue with us.
We'll do that. Now, that even more if Jeff was here. Count remains full.
Jeff's going back to D-Queen tomorrow.
Is he driving back and forth?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a fun trip.
Not too bad up Interstate 49 there. Not too awful bad. It's pretty simple line.
Full count pitch right back up the middle and into the glove of Knudsen, who had a liquid eye found. He snags that line drive from Riley Orr as it goes through, and I think Riley Orr and Knudsen exchanged some words out there. And in fact, the umpire's going to go warn both dugouts. But there's an inning-ending double play, so there were, no runs off of 1 hit, no errors, no one left on base. We to the top of the 5th inning, Southeastern Oklahoma leading Southern Arkansas University by a score of 5-1. You're listening to Mulerider Baseball.
Crazy weather got you down? Be a dinner hero and pick up Mule Kick on the way home. It's easy. Just call ahead or swing by the drive-thru. Mule Kick has a unique menu featuring Arkansas-based products like coffee, craft beer, ice cream, and more. Check out new menu items like the Amos Moses Pizza with Cajun chicken, wings, and the Kickin' Monte Cristo Sammy with Canadian bacon, provolone, and powdered sugar. Be a part of Mule Kick's legendary Trivia League each week. Follow Mule Kick on social media or visit MuleKickMag.com. It's Mule Kick, 2158 North Jackson in Magnolia.
Hi folks, Jim Golden, Jim Golden Ford in Camden. Spring is here and vacation time is just around the corner, and the deals are hot at Jim Golden Ford. Jim Golden Ford and Ford Motor Company are throwing out all the stocks to move the existing inventory and make room for the new models coming in. Don't be misled by the big city dealers and what they promise just to get you in the door and then pressure you into a deal that's not what you were expecting. Take advantage of the family atmosphere and the award-winning personal service after the sale at Jim Golden Ford in Camden, where the dealer makes the difference.
Hiring someone you trust can be the hardest part of owning a business. At Mo Moses Trucking, trust has been at the top of our list. When you need to get precious cargo from one place to another without worrying about damage, delays, or lost freight, Mo Moses Trucking is the one to count on. Based in Magnolia, Arkansas since 1999, we have the resources and equipment to take care of all your flatbed freight hauling. Visit us on Facebook or call 870-234-2803. Mo Moses Trucking. Trust us to go the distance.
Another inning ends bad for Southern Arkansas. They're just not getting those guys home. There's a foul ball off the bat of Reed Rice to lead off the top of the 5th for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Strike one. The Savage Storm sent 8 men to the plate. Actually sent a 9th man, but the third out came when the runner from third was trying to score on a pitch that got away, but came right back to McGee, and he got him out. That pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reed Rice. Rice, Miller, and Miles due up here in the 5th for Southeastern Oklahoma State. SAU down 5-1. Gave up 5 runs in that 4th inning. A pitch from Adorno. Slider in there for a strike on the outer corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mid-game summary of service of Magnolia Regional Medical Center at the Magnolia Murphy Clinic. You always feel like family. Pitch comes off the fist, up the middle, and coming across at the bag. Fields throws out over at first base. Reed Rice is retired. 6-3 on the put-out. That was off the fist and just got over top of the pitcher and bounced, and Riley had a long run there to come across and field it like right over the bag and throw him out at first base, and still got him. Actually wasn't as close as I thought it was going to be. I didn't think he was going to have a shot there.
That ball was hit so slowly that I was concerned as well.
Jake Miller at the plate takes a strike off speed delivery. Again, at the Magnolia Murphy Clinic, you always feel like family. They treat adults ages 18 and over, specialize in wellness checks and illness recovery. Call for an appointment, 234-7101. There's the 0-1, a swing and a miss. Breaking pitch, breaking away from the right-handed hitting Jake Miller. 5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. 4 left for Southeastern. Southern Arkansas, 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error, 6 men left on base. Pitch outside, a fastball. Well, again, the big inning for SAU, and the first inning's actually every inning SAU's had runners on base. They just have not been able to get key hits, and only brought 1 across so far. In 4 innings at the plate, curveball in there for strike 3 called to Jake Miller.
He had it blind into a couple of tough luck double plays as well.
So Muleider's, they got the first 3 men to reach in the first inning. A single, a double, a single. That second single drove in Riley Orr. And it was Nickel that drove that run in the first inning. That little pop-up by Connor Allen was the first out of the inning. The pitch misses outside. They had runners at second and third again as Nickel took second. And so they got the first out on a little pop-up and then a line out to left field. And Nickel took off thinking it was going to get down, and he was doubled up at second base. So they got nothing more in that first inning. That pitch missed outside. 2 balls, no strikes. And then they had, with 2 out, loaded the bases in the second, got nobody across. With 2 out in the third, got a couple of guys on, and couldn't get anybody across. Pitch outside, ball 3. And had something going in the fourth. But that liner back to the pitcher and then doubled up over at first base. So it's just things not going well for the Muleriders and defensively either in that 4th inning. But all 5 runs scored for Southeastern. There's a strike on the outer corner to Matt Miles.
Yeah, some definite miscues on the base paths and in the field. But the good thing is, I mean, SAU has hit the ball hard. They just gotta convert.
3-1 pitch is a strike to Matt Miles. That looked like ball 4.
Yeah.
Counts full, 3-2 to Matt Miles. 2 out, bases empty. Adorno ready. Pitch on the way. And he lines that one out toward right field. That'll be easy for Connor Allen. So after scoring 5, sending 8 men to the plate in the 4th inning, they go 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 5th. To the bottom of the 5th, 5-1 Southeastern Oklahoma State. This is Mulerider Baseball.
What do I like about being a local agent for Farm Bureau Insurance? Above all, I like helping people, using my insurance experience to make Columbia County a better, safer place. Insurance is a necessity, and I take pride in helping people find the right coverage for all of their needs. I'm Mike Jones, Agency Manager at Farm Bureau Insurance. Give us a call at 870-234-1966 and let me or my agents show you how we can save you time and money.
Step up to the plate with confidence at the Corner Clubhouse on the Magnolia Square. You see, we recently updated our menus, so now you can knock your taste buds out of the park. Try new items like our wraps, spicy popcorn chicken salad, quesadillas, and our filet mignon. You can also keep it classic with our legendary baked potatoes, burgers, and ribeyes. Family owned and operated and only a short stop away. It's the Corner Clubhouse, 100 South Washington in Magnolia. Be sure and follow us on Facebook for updates.
Up with our Magnolia Regional Medical Center mid-game summary. Cole Knutson, pitcher for the Southern Storm. 4 innings pitched, giving up 7 hits, 1 run. Reserve walked 1, struck out 2, hit 1 batter. just giving up the one run to SAU. Brett McGee leads off the bottom of the fifth for the Muleriders facing Knutson. They do have activity in their bullpen. The pitch is high for ball one. Adorno threw 5 innings of work, giving up 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned, walked 1, struck out 9, and he has hit 3 batters. The 1-0 pitch is fouled back and out of play. Well, need the bats to come to life. Again, need to get some of those clutch hits. They've had runners on in every inning. And only one across. Here's the 1-1 to McGee, and that bounced up there and back to the backstop. It got the home plate umpire on the foot. And down around the foot. He's got to walk that one off. Ooh, that's smarts. Britt McGee goes back and talks to him, acts like he cares.
Both catchers are back there just kind of buying him time.
2 balls and a strike to Brett McGee. He'll be followed by Brandon Nickel, then Connor Allen. A 2-1 delivery from Knutson is a strike on the outer part of the plate. It's 2-2 to McGee.
He consistently calling those. Knutson taking advantage of the wide outside corner.
Most people pitch McGee, and there's a curveball out there, and he fouled it back to the backstop. It's 2-2. Tried to sneak a backdoor curve in over there, and McGee got a piece of it, fouled it back. Count still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Curveball pulled over toward the Mulerider dugout on the first base side. We'll move along with our, I got a feeling Mulerider's going to bat a while. Our Bodcall Bank Mulerider Spotlight. Brought to you by Bodcall Bank. 3 locations to serve you in Magnolia at 2125 North Jackson. Stamps at 307 Thomas. Texarkana 3625 Richmond Road. There's another foul over to the Mulerider dugout. Bodcall Bank's been serving us in South Arkansas since 1903. Local bank, local people enjoy the benefits of hometown banking at Bodcall Bank. I'll tell you some stuff about Caleb Miller here in just a little bit. The SAU golf team. First, another 2-2 pitch to McGee. And he took a fastball. Must have been just low. Thank you very much. Close. Southeastern fans wanted strike 3 there. It's ball 3 instead. Payoff pitch coming now from Knutson.
It's close. You better be swinging here.
Yeah. The plate umpire acknowledged something from the Southeastern dugout. Say, yeah, maybe I missed that. I don't know. It was close. But it was ball 3. Payoff pitch coming. There's a swing and a miss. And down on strikes goes McGee. So he strikes out to start the Mulerider half of the 5th. Brandon Nickel comes to the plate. Caleb Miller again featured in our Bodcall Bank Mulerider Spotlight on the SAU men's golf team. Junior out of Cabot. An accounting major. Finance minor. 3.60 grade point average. Enjoys being out on the course, hanging out with his friends, playing the piano, and working on his bulk. There's a pitch that misses to Nickel, member of the 2023 induction class of the SAU chapter of Chi Alpha Sigma National Student Athlete Honor Society. Finished 2nd overall at the GAC Championship in April. There's one foul back out of play. It's the highest finished ever for a Mulerider at the GAC Championship. Shot a second round 65 to match the tournament record for low round. Named an all-GAC first-team selection. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Nickel. Pitch on the way from Knutson, low and away, 2-1. Also, Miller has played in all 9 tournaments. Saw his score count toward the team total in all 26 rounds, of which 9 were at par or better. Will lead the Muleriders into the Central Midwest Regional next week in Winona, Minnesota. There's one foul back over the backstop, out of play. After graduating, Miller plans to move back to Central Arkansas, get hired on in the accounting finance field, and continue to play amateur golf. Caleb Miller in our Bodcall Bank Mulerider Spotlight, serving us in South Arkansas since 1903. Bodcall Bank, member FDIC. Caleb can play some golf. Here's the 2-2 curveball in the dirt. Count full 3-2 to Brandon Nickel. Base is empty. One man out in the bottom of the fifth for SAU. Full count to Nickel. And Cole Knutson to the plate. Missed, low and away, ball 4.
Lead runners and have one aboard now.
So Nickel on for Connor Allen. So we need more. Let's get more and more and more base runners, kind of like the Savage Storm did in that 4th. We got all those runners on base. Nickel bluff to go. Pitches in there for a strike to Connor Allen. Jeff's taken up for his son on that earned run, unearned run thing.
I'm
surprised.
Yeah.
I understand their point. It just doesn't seem right. Here's the 0-1. It's inside. Didn't get away from the catcher far enough as Nichols stays at first base. I mean, I understand that. He wasn't going home, so you can't assume. And then the next hit would have driven him in anyway. But that should have been out number 3. That's but I mean, I understand you can't assume that. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Curveball's high. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count.
Well, and again, it's a double gut punch with what should have been a relatively easy out and left, but for Jackson Duke slipping on the wet grass out there.
Yeah, should have got out of the inning with no runs scored. Instead, they end up scoring 5. Just so many things went wrong in that inning. 2-1 pitch, fastball. That's hit hard out to left field. Left fielder backing up, and he'll haul it in. He was kind of ginger with the turf out there, kept backing up, kept carrying it, but he was able to keep backstepping rather than having to turn around and hightail it to the wall, and he was able to make the catch.
Off the bat, that had a chance, but at that time, Miles even had to go to warning track. I think it was short warning track when he made the catch.
Just about every ball that SAU has hit hard has been at somebody. Yeah, that's true. It seems like. I mean, there have been some exceptions to that, but they've had a lot of atom balls. Chris Lyles at the plate. He's 1 for 2. 2 out, 1 on. Throw to first. Nickel is barely off. Takes a step and a half to get back on the bag at first base. Maybe that's when you throw, because that's when you surprise him, because he's not expecting to throw. I don't know. Nichols got a better lead this time. The pitch to the plate, all the way to the backstop. Takes a good bounce back to the catcher, though. But Nichols down to second base. That's one thing about the backstop here at SAU. Whether it's hitting off the padding on the brick or if it's hitting on the netting, either way, that thing can bounce right back to the catcher. Sometimes all the way out to the mound. It's strung so tight the netting, but that was off of the padding on the brick behind home plate. Came right back to the catcher, but Nickel got a quick jump and got down to second. That pitch is down low. It's 2 balls, no strikes to Chris Lyles. Right through the wickets on Ramirez. So again, Mulerider's with a runner in scoring position. It's a 2-ball, no strike count to Lyles. Knutson's pitch. That's line to left. That's a base hit. Rounding third, Nickel will come to the plate. No, here comes the throw. Well, they're going to cut it off. Throw behind the runner at first base. In a rundown between first and second. And they're running back toward first. Now the tag is applied by Reed Rice. The third baseman came all the way across and got involved in that rundown. And he's the guy that applied the tag on Chris Lyles. But they score a run. 1 run in the inning on that 1 base hit. There were no errors and nobody left on base. After 5, it is 5-2. Southeastern. This is Mulerider Baseball.
Southern Medical Group, 211 Stadium Street, Magnolia, is not only the largest multi-specialty group in southern Arkansas, but their doctors have you covered whatever the health issue, whether it's sinus-related problems, allergies, flu shots and screenings, DOT physicals, hormone therapy, chronic health problems, and wellness appointments from newborn and up. You can trust Southern Medical Group, our family taking care of yours. That's what we do at Southern Medical Group. Visit smgarkansas.com.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the experienced team at Southern Caregivers provides expert care to you and your loved ones. Southern Caregivers also provides needed support for seniors, allowing them to remain in the comfort of their own home and maintain their independence. Nurturing and caring companions can be matched to meet emotional, spiritual, and physical needs of the individuals they care for. Call 501-463-9990 today and speak with one of our professionals, or visit SouthernCaregiversAR.com.
Big Dave, closet organizing, toddler yoga, scavenger hunts, jigsaw puzzlings, and sledding down the stairs? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas, 5 breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at PizzaHut.com. The Big Dinner Box, from our hut to yours. Ask for contactless and curbside. Availability of contactless curbside delivery areas, charges, and minimums vary. Delivery charge not tip.
For the Savage Storm in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch, breaking pitch is in there for a strike. Strike one. That's Cameron French at the plate. French, Ramirez, and Hurd due up. Next pitch from Adorno. Swing and a miss. Tailing fastball, tailing away from the left-handed hitter. The other a curve breaking in toward him. So Adorno has him set up 0-2 the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Blew a fastball past him, and French strikes out. That's the 3rd strikeout for Cameron French against Jeremy Adorno.
Yeah, that's strikeout number 10 for Jeremy Adorno as he goes into double digits.
Joseph Ramirez to the plate. He's 1 for 2, doubled and scored. Drove in a run also in that 4th inning. The pitch to Ramirez, a fastball, is a strike at the knees on the outer part of the plate. 5-2, Savage Storm leading Southern Arkansas. This series, the best of 3. So again, winning the first game is huge. Breaking pitch, almost hit Ramirez. He ducked back just far enough that it missed him. So it's a 1-1 count. The Oilers are going to have to pull off a heck of a rally here. Here's the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball. 1-2 now on Ramirez. Adorno threw a lot of pitches in that 4th inning too. Other than that, I think his pitch count would have been down in every other inning. There's a fastball outside. It's 2-2 to Ramirez. Not keeping pitch count, which is normal at home, but I thought maybe with the conference tournament, the different stats they might, but they're not. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Ramirez. Couple of Ks going for Adorno here in the 6th inning, and Dylan Hurd comes to the plate. Both swinging.
Adorno's got the swing and miss stuff tonight. He said it's been a tough luck 5 runs that he's given up. See if he can go 1-2-3 here and see if that'll bring some life to the Mule Riders' bats in the bottom half.
Fastball low and away to Dylan Hurd. Batting from the right side. He was called out on strikes in the 2nd. He's the guy that hit that pop-up out in left field that ended up falling. And the feet went out from under Jackson Duke. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Dylan Hurd. Defensively, Mule Riders straight away. The pitch. That's right back up the middle. And it hits the bag and bounces away to the 3rd base side, and that'll be a hit for Dylan Hurd.
Well, here's another tough luck play. It looked like Sutton was going to get there and be able to record the 3rd out. Instead, it hits off the corner of the bag and bounces away from Sutton. And it's just kind of the way it's gone this evening for the Mule Riders.
Either Sutton or Riley Orr could have made that play easily, were it not for hitting the bag and bouncing away. Matter of fact, it looked like it was going to take a nice Sunday hop for him. It would have taken a hop right there, but instead, when it came down, it hit the bag rather than hopping. Hitting rather than hopping. That's no good. That one is happening the other way. Top of the order now, Sam Creed. And he pulls one to the right side. Slow roller. Richardson gets it to his pitcher, and he can't find the bag, and everybody's safe.
And again, that was a glorified swinging bunt. And again, that was bang, bang, and Adorno couldn't look down. The play was developing so quickly and just missed the bag and had the double toe touch to get there.
Well, they've got to feel snake dead here tonight.
Yeah.
It's just...
They're going to rule that a hit, and I don't disagree with that.
It's almost like this thing, it's just not meant to be.
Yet.
First and second with 2 out, the pitch. And a breaking pitch gets away. The runner from second started toward third, put on the brakes pretty quick as it didn't get away near as far as he thought.
Fortunately, because McGee would have thrown him out by 3 days. And just needs something to go right here. You're right, the baseball gods not being kind here.
1-0 pitch coming. He showed bunt, pulled it back, took a strike. It's Bonstrom at the plate, Corey Bonstrom. He's 0 for 2, and he was hit by a pitch in that disastrous 4th inning. One count. Adorno ready. Comes in. Backdoor curve. That's a strike. 1-2. I didn't think that was going to come back far enough, but it just did.
Finally, quickly worked back to the outside corner.
It's a 1-2 count now on Corey Bonstrom. Damon Burrows on deck for the Savage Storm.
Hopefully we see him next inning.
Adorno's pitch, and that's off the fist out toward left field. Duke there makes the catch to retire the Savage Storm. In the inning, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men off. To the bottom of the 6th, it's 5-2, Southeastern Oklahoma State. This is Mulerider Baseball.
Are all your financial goals equally important? Probably not. That's why it's a good idea to identify goals as must-have versus nice-to-have. A must-have goal might be achieving a comfortable retirement, while a nice-to-have goal might be a vacation home by the beach. So it's important to prioritize these goals and invest accordingly. Talk to an Edward Jones financial advisor, Steve Hardy, Mark Woods, Patrick Dodd, or Laura Crow. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Since 1906, Farmers Bank and Trust has served customers throughout South Arkansas. This year, we've added 9 new communities in Arkansas and Oklahoma. We're committed to serving and investing in our new and legacy communities. In Magnolia, we're not the new bank in town, but you've always made us feel at home. When you need a bank perfect for your season of life, come home to Farmers Bank and Trust. Visit myfarmers.bank to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Your Service, Environmental Solutions knows the value of clean and the value of quality goods at a great low price. Whether you're needing food and beverage items, napkins, aluminum pans, carry-out containers, and more, the team you can trust will always be at your service. Remember to check out the all-new AtYourServiceStore.com or stop by Monday through Friday from 8 till 4 and see us at 1506 North Vine in Magnolia. At Your Service, Environmental Solutions, where we know the power of clean.
Hey friends, it's Andy Sharp again at Bod Call Bank. Last time you heard from me, I invited everyone to come by our Magnolia branch to experience banking the Bod Call way for yourselves. You guys did not disappoint. 2022 saw Bod Call Bank again continue to outpace the competition with record growth thanks to all of our patrons. I've been busy putting together a team that will continue to serve you well. Come by our Magnolia location and you'll be sure to be greeted by myself, Tom Sawyer, Rebecca Matthews, Candace Murray, Rachel Avery, Anaya Blanks, Laney McMurtry, Leah Heflin, and Jenny Marie Whitehead. Banking the Bod Call Bank way. It's different. Come see for yourself.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Southeastern bringing on a new pitcher, Cameron Houck, who is a right-hander, 6'1", 210, sophomore out of Burleson, Texas, by way of Richland Community College, a 5.61 ERA, 3-2 record. This is his 14th appearance of the season. First pitch, he foul it off.
Yeah, he was first pitch swinging.
280 average against him, 33 2/3 innings pitched. So walked 18, struck out 35. There's a line drive, base hit into left field off the bat of Will Richardson.
Well, there's a nice greeting.
Richardson was up there taking his hacks, wasn't he? 2 pitches, and he was swinging at them both. Fouled the first off at the plate, and then lined one into left. So leadoff man is aboard.
Rip that one out there. Southeastern already had someone up throwing, so we're going to make sure that they have a live arm ready just in case.
Jack Rubik to the plate for the Muleriders. The pitch to him. That almost hit him. Rubik, he took that midsection back. Otherwise, he would have taken one on the hip. Jack's 0 for 2. So leadoff man Richardson is aboard. 1-0 pitch, fastball. That's long. Think long, think wrong. I think that would be the story there with the home plate umpire. That looked like it was outside, but maybe low. But he called it a strike, and it's 1-1. Richardson, not a very big lead over at first. Pitch on the way, fastball low. It's 2-1 to Rubik. Jackson Duke's on deck. So we got back-to-back catchers there. Basically, they're both, that's their position normally as catcher, Rubik and Duke. Duke's the left fielder, Rubik's the DH. 2-1 delivery from Houck. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Didn't Rubik start in left field in Arkansas Tech, or did I dream that?
I think he did.
Okay.
Yeah. He, and then we've had McGinnis out there some in left too. Duke. 2-2 pitch. Fastball. He just got around a little bit late on that one and fouled it back. Count stays 2-2 on Jack Rubik.
Garcia's played some left field, especially in defensive situations.
Farm Bureau post-game show coming up after the game. 2-2 delivery. Strike 3 called. He took something off of that one, and Rubik couldn't pull the trigger. That one had just enough movement on it. It started off inside and just got that inside corner. So he's rung up. 1 away, 1 on, and Jackson Duke now to the plate. He was walked and doubled. SAU trailing 5-2 at the hands of the Savage Storm. Pitch on the way. And it's a breaking pitch low for ball 1. Arkansas Farm Bureau proud to partner with Max Prairie Wings for members to receive 10% off their purchase. Certain restrictions apply. Go to arfp.com/member-benefits or show your membership card in the store. Pitcher ready. Now comes to the plate. Threw it high. After the game, we'll name our People's Bank Player of the Game. People's Bank offering a great CD rate, 4.30% APY for 13 months, minimum balance $1,000. That rate's subject to change. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. Member FDIC. People's Bank. That pitch fouled back out of play. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count to Jackson Duke. Come on, Jackson, make Daisy proud. Sister Daisy, 2-1.
Yeah,
you got it. Okay.
I was clued in.
Okay. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball popped up to the right side. That may stay in play, but nobody can run it down. That was right on. Did it hit the ball?
Yeah.
They had the first baseman going out, second baseman coming around, and the right fielder running in, and it was just out there in the old Bermuda Triangle where nobody could get to it.
Duke went opposite field his last at bat, and
he doubled down the right field line.
Yeah.
Well,
turn on this one and make it a 1-run.
It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Out to the plate. There's strike 3 called. He took an off-speed breaking pitch. And back-to-back ring-ups for the pitcher, Cameron Houck. After a leadoff single from Will Richardson. Now Chris Sutton coming to the plate for SAU. 5-2, Southeastern with the lead. It's starting to get late in this one. Need some good stuff to happen for the home team.
Got 10 outs left. Yeah, it's dwindling.
Pitch high for ball one to Chris Sutton. Eight hits for Southeastern, 9 for SAU. Fastball up and in. 2 balls, no strikes. But the bird was going to fly through the window there. It was coming ready like it was going to perch or peck the window. 2-0 the count to Sutton. Out comes to the plate. Fastball outside. It's 3-0. We need base runners. Riley Orr would be next.
I suspect the take sign will be on here.
Riley's due for that first home run of the year, too. And he took it all the way, and that's ball 4. And he wasn't going until the umpire said it. He was not going to risk taking off down the line and being thrown back. Mr. Umpire, I'm not going to show you up. May I go to first base, sir? Yes. Call Mr. Sutton. So he was down at first base. Richardson moves to second. 2 on, 2 out for Riley Orr. Kind of in between where the lights don't take real good effect right now. Visibility not the best. Pitch on the way. Fastball is a strike. It looked a little farther away. It looks like he moved that corner out there a little bit. And Riley Orr could not have done anything with that pitch.
Foul it off.
If that's a strike, he's going to need a longer bat for sure. 1-0 count to Riley Orr. Pitch on the way. And a swing. Base hit through the hole on the left side. Going to send the runner. Richardson rounds third, and the throw will come in toward third base. It's an RBI single off the bat of Riley Orr. Now it's 5-3.
Job by Will Richardson. Coach Pettigrew sending him all the way. Kind of a good thing that ball was not hit sharply. It's all about Richardson to score without the throw coming in.
Throw came in over the third base to make sure Sutton didn't advance to third. So Sutton's at second, Orr at first. 5-3 ball game. And a pitch on the outside corner, strike called to Brett McGee, and Brett didn't like the call. 0-1 count. Our fans are talking to the home plate umpire. I actually didn't think that was a bad call. Here's the 0-1. Yeah, that's a breaking pitch, missed outside. 1-1. Maybe that set up the getting ball one on that pitch. I don't know.
Brett, yeah, he doubled back in the first inning.
Well, what have you done for him lately, Brett? He popped up to the third baseman the second at bat, and then he struck out. Here's the 1-1. McGee took a home run, cut, and fouled it back. 1-2 to Brett McGee.
Just missed that one and just underneath it.
1-2 to Brett McGee. Houck a strike away from getting out of this jam with runners at first and second and 2 out. Houck looks in. Long look. Has the sign from the stretch to the plate. Swing and a miss. Striking out is Brett McGee. And that'll do it for the Muleriders in their half of the 6th inning. They do get one run on 1 base hit. There are no errors and 2 left to board for Southern Arkansas. There are 2 base hits actually, not 1. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 2 men left. After 6, 5-3 Southeastern. This is Mulerider baseball.
Your locally owned and operated Domino's is open. Domino's is open for carry-out at the drive-thru and delivery. Domino's has contactless options for delivery as well as carry-out. Call Domino's in Magnolia at 870-234-4141 or order online at Domino's.com. Domino's is open 10:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 10:30 to midnight Friday and Saturday. Domino's on East Main in Magnolia. Thank you for shopping all local businesses. Mother's Day is May 14th, and you'll find great gifts for Mom at Jennifer's. Jennifer's has a wonderful selection, also gift certificates and free gift wrapping. The weekend after Mother's Day is the Blossom Festival. Get your steak supper tickets and T-shirts at Jennifer's. Jennifer's has new tops by Spanx, Lior, Allie Miles, and John Mark. New shoes from Benelli, Yellow Box, and Isle Jacobson. And don't forget your Mother's Day gift from Jennifer's on the south side of the square in Magnolia.
Let's be honest, you deserve the best. Jimmy John's in Magnolia makes freaky fast, freaky fresh sandwiches near you using only the freshest ingredients. Stop by and order delivery or pickup from the Magnolia location next to Walmart for a tasty sandwich today. And while you're at it, why don't you choose some chips or a cookie and a drink and make it a combo. Whether you're in store or in a delivery zone, we'll always make you a tasty sandwich. Become a reward member by downloading the Jimmy John's app. Jimmy John's Magnolia, open every day from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Well, an SAU going to the bullpen here in the top of the 7th inning. Jake Huber comes in, 6'3", 210-pound sophomore out of Dixon, Missouri. Transfer from Fort Scott Community College on the season. Jake Huber with a 4.41 ERA. He has a 2-0 record. This will be his 12th appearance, all of those out of the bullpen. He's pitched 16 1/3 innings, given up 14 hits, 8 earned runs, 8 walks, 11 strikeouts, and opponents hitting 237. It's Jake Huber, and it will be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for Southeastern Oklahoma. Burrows, Rice, and Miller. SAU pushing a 1 across the bottom of the 6th. Muleriders trailing by a score of 5-3 here in game 1 in the opening round of this conference tournament. Best of 3 series. Huber's pitch outside for ball 1. Burrows 2 out of 3. Flew out to right, singled in the 3rd, and had the big hit, then a 3 RBI triple back in the 4th inning. He looks at ball 2 low. Huber quickly behind in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. So Jeremy Adorno's day is done. 2-0 out of the plate, and it is 3-0 to the first hitter that Jake Huber has faced this evening.
Adorno, 6 innings, gave up 8 hits, 5 runs. They were all earned, walked 1, struck out 11, hit 3 batters.
And that one wide of the plate. There's a 4-pitch leadoff walk here in the top of the 7th inning. There's quickly going to be more activity in the SAU bullpen. So Burrows is aboard with the 4-pitch walk. Reed Rice, the 3rd baseman, is 0 for 2 with a walk. Rice, a 308 hitter, the leading home run hitter with 8 for Southeastern. There's a curveball and a called strike 1.
Storms are brewing out south of Dallas.
Yeah, we should
down
get this
toward
San
Antonio and Austin.
Good lead at first base. Another curveball, big swing and a miss, and the hitter Reed Rice quickly down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
I'm surprised he didn't hurt himself with that swing.
Burrows again, 21 out of 24 in the stolen base department. He has a grown man lead over at first base. He's gone. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Thrown out a second, and the tag is in time. Strike him out, throw him out. Brett McGee, excellent throw. Chris Sutton, the quick tag, and despite Burrows getting an excellent jump there, he is caught stealing. Tremendous job there by Brett McGee, and he nods to Sutton, giving approval of a quick tag down at second base, and now there are quickly 2 down after those strike him out, throw him out. I like seeing that.
That's what Brett McGee can do for you. He put that throw on the money.
He did. Whoa!
The pitch wasn't on the money.
Whoa!
That was above and behind the head of the hitter.
That's Jake Miller. That was a curveball that was, what, 5 feet behind and 2 feet over Jake Miller, and I can promise you Jake Miller is not comfortable in the batter's box right now.
Would you? Would you be?
I'm not comfortable right here off that pitch. The 1-0. Curveball chopped foul down the third base side, and Huber's thinking, I got him right where I want him. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. We didn't talk. Mike Shannon passed away this week.
Yeah, when talking about Bob Euchre reminded me, when those two guys together.
Oh, during the rain delay, those guys were, you and I listened to one.
And at Shannon's after the game, I put something on Facebook, shared one of the times after a game that those two got together.
1-1, there's a swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, Mike Shannon, he'd been around. I mean, since I started listening to the Cardinals, he was either involved as a player or a broadcaster. For most of it, he was broadcasting.
1-2, there's a curveball, and Miller started to offer but held off. Well, being the Cubs fan I am, there is not much I like about the Cardinals, but I love listening to Mike Shannon. I would flip on their broadcast just to hear him and some of his stories. The 1-2 curveball hit in the gap towards right, and Chris Sutton a diving attempt, but that one is going to go into shallow right field. A 2-out single off the end of the bat from Jake Miller.
Just barely through the hole on the right side.
Yeah.
Just barely out of the reach of Chris Sutton.
It was off the end of the bat, and when it hit, it was spinning away from the Mulerider second baseman. And again, another situation where it wasn't hit hard, but it was hit in a great spot. I should say, if you are a Savage Storm fan, it was hit in a great spot. That'll bring up Matt Miles to the plate. He is 1 out of 2. Again, 2 out. Left-handed hitting left fielder. His pitch, fastball. That one dribbled in front of the plate. McGee's going to grab, throw to first for the out to retire the side. No runs. There was just 1 hit. No errors. 1 left on base as we head into the 7th inning stretch. Southeastern leading Southern Arkansas University by a score of 5-3. You're listening to Mulerider Baseball.
Is there one place I can go for all my car, truck, and SUV needs? One place for all kinds of repairs, tune-ups, alignments, brakes, mufflers, oil changes, tires, etc., etc.? Well, yes, there is. Spittler Tire and Auto. You've been trusting Spittler Tire and Auto for 15, 16 years now, and they're still working hard for you. Call to set up an appointment to get your ride into one of their 10 service bays, and it'll be back to peak performance in no time. Spittler Tire and Auto in the Dairy Queen Shopping Center, 521 East Main in Magnolia.
Growing up, my parents always encouraged me to do what's right, even if it wasn't easy. I'd always hear my mother's voice say, do the right thing. That stuck with me. Every day, just do the right thing. That's it. The rest takes care of itself.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe in doing the right thing for our customers and our communities.
For a free insurance review, contact Shelter Insurance Agent Gary Donfera.
Bottom of the 7th inning here at Good Heart Field. In opening round of the conference tournament. Southeast Oklahoma leading SAU by a score of 5-3. Due up for SAU, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Brandon Nickel, Connor Allen, and Chris Miles. Cameron Houck comes back to the mound for his 2nd inning of relief for the Savage Storm. SAU with 1 run in the 1st, and then 1 each in the 5th and the 6th for their 3 runs. First pitch to Nickel, called strike over the inside corner. Savage Storm struck for all 5 of their runs in the top of the 4th inning. The 0-1, that one hit hard and through the gap between 1st and 2nd for a leadoff single. Brandon Nickel is aboard. Now 2 out of 3 on the evening. That'll bring up Connor Allen. Connor Allen, the Mulerider right fielder, looking for his first hit of the evening. Allen popped up to second, struck out, and then flew out to left. And SAU trailing by 2. First pitch inside to Connor Allen. Brandon Nickel with a pretty conservative lead over at first base. Allen on the season, a .299 hitter. 8 home runs, 35 runs batted in for the senior. Out comes set, comes home. There's a fastball that is called a strike. Home plate umpire's been consistent on giving that outside pitch. And there's some heckling for the umpire there. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Alex pitch. There's a swing. I'm not sure that actually didn't hit Connor Allen in the arm. He swung, so it's going to be a strike nonetheless. I couldn't tell if that hit the bat or maybe the arm of Connor Allen. Same result, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count, Connor Allen chokes up on the bat. Alex pitch, fastball, that one lined out towards center field and right at the center fielder, Bonstrom, who makes the catch. That one was hit well, but again, another solid hit by SAU right at the Savage Storm. And Bonstrom able to make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up Chris Lyles. Lyles 2 out of 3. Mulerider center fielder. Will Richardson on deck, 1 out. Brandon Nickel on first. There's a curveball that stays inside for ball 1.
My laptop's going haywire over here. Won't do nothing. It's frozen up. Kind of like me some days.
Me before I get my coffee. 1-0. There's a called strike.
Looks like a blinking light off the top of the head of the right fielder out there. I guess
the
it's
sunglasses.
I guess it's his glasses up there.
Yeah, he's got his sunglasses on top. I noticed that too.
Yeah, got a glare off of him, off the lights. It looks like a blinking light on top of his head. Every time he moves his head, it flashes.
1-1 count. Pitch took a little bit off that. Swing and miss by Lyles. That may have been a little bit high, but Lyles almost swung out of his shoes there. Mulerider center fielder down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Brandon Nickel led off this inning with the single, and he remains at first base with 1 out. Alex pitch, fastball low and away. Count goes to 2-2. Currently no action in the SAU bullpen, although I think that was Sosa that was up throwing earlier. Action in the Savage Storm bullpen. They've had somebody loose, and he's just kind of throwing every now and then to stay warm. The 2-2 to Lyles. That one a little bit high, maybe a little bit out as well. Count goes full. Southeast crowd said that was a strike. Mulerider crowd agrees with the umpire. One of those pitches.
Well, it wasn't in the traditional strike zone. I can say that for a fact.
The full count pitch. Out comes set. Curveball, swing and a miss for strike 3. And there are now 2 down. It's going to be up to Will Richardson to extend this inning and see if he can hit the scoreboard here in the bottom of the 7th. And SAU trailing by a score of 5-3. Richardson is 2 for 3.
We've got Jason Dahl in the house, never fear.
Late inning heroics.
Yes.
Pitch to Richardson, a curveball that's high for ball 1.
Ramirez tried to drag it down and get the call there, but not so.
It was a little too much for framing. Rubik on deck for the Muleriders. Alex pitch, that one way outside. Count goes to 2-0. The Muleriders running out of outs here. all 4 last inning heroics. I'm also all 4 scoring about 10 runs here with 2 outs. 2-0 count. Fastball, that one popped up. Going to be in foul territory. Is it going to stay in play near the Muleriders dugout? And it goes just inside the Muleriders dugout. Just beyond that pole there. None of the Muleriders were moving. They did not want to give the first baseman French a chance to come in and put a glove in the dugout. So Muleriders held their ground just like they were supposed to. And
you can't move into his way, but you don't have to move out of the way either.
And that probably saved out number 3.
And they're all behind the.
They're all behind the
railing. Yeah. Leaning on the railing.
Yeah. In that general area. Should be 2-2, is it not? You got 2-1 on the board.
I think 2-1's right.
Is it? Okay.
I think he just stuck out one.
Oh, you're right. You're right. 2-1. Yep. You are correct. 2-1. That one lifted foul and out of play down the right side. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Again, the Panthers playing the noon game tomorrow in D Queen in the 4A South Regional Tournament. Taking on Arkadelphia at noon tomorrow on there at 11:45. Our sister station, KVMA.
2-2. That one chopped over towards shortstop. He gloves, throws across to second for the force there. And the side is retired. Muleriders, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, no 1 left as we head to the top of the 8th inning. Savage Storm leading the Muleriders 5-3. You're listening to Mulerider Baseball.
Crazy weather got you down? Be a dinner hero and pick up Mule Kick on the way home. It's easy. Just call ahead or swing by the drive-thru. Mule Kick has a unique menu featuring Arkansas-based products like coffee, craft beer, ice cream, and more. Check out new menu items like the Amos Moses Pizza with Cajun chicken, wings, and the Kickin' Monte Cristo Sammy with Canadian bacon, provolone, and powdered sugar. Be a part of Mule Kick's legendary Trivia League each week. Follow Mule Kick on social media or visit mulekickmag.com. It's Mule Kick, 2158 North Jackson in Magnolia.
People's Bank is offering a great CD rate of 4.3% annual percentage yield for 13 months. Minimum balance is $1,000. Offer effective and APY is accurate from December 12, 2022 and is subject to change at any time. So don't wait too long to get this great rate. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. See bank for details. Member FDIC.
Big Dave, closet organizing, toddler yoga, scavenger hunts, jigsaw puzzlings, and sledding down the stairs? Get Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box. 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas, 5 breadsticks, and your choice of pasta or wings. Sealed for your safety, all in one box. Choose contactless delivery or new curbside pickup at pizzahut.com. The Big Dinner Box, from our hut to yours. Ask for contactless and curbside. Availability of contactless curbside delivery areas, charges, and minimums vary. Delivery charge not a tip.
SAU. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters due up for the Savage Storm. And Savage Storm leading 5-3. Huber's first pitch. There's a fastball that was not called a strike. I was getting ready to say.
A little bit outside.
Yeah, but it's kind of been the trend this evening. Ball 1 to Cameron French. This pitch swing and a miss. And there's strike 1.
French tried to hit it to France. He took a big swing.
Maybe French Canada, right? That'd be north. Next pitch inside and low. Count goes to 2-1. Gotta be nice to Canada. We've gotten some pretty good players, especially as of late. Brandon Nickel, Jack Liddell, to name a couple. 2-1, that line foul and out of play.
I wasn't saying a word about Canada. You were the one talking. I just said he tried to hit it to France.
That's true. But France would have to go, it'd have to take a hard right, go over the Atlantic.
I could have gone over the pole.
Yeah, well, okay, yeah. Theoretically. Unless you're a flat earther.
We're talking,
are you a flat earther?
We're talking impossibilities all the way around here. So.
Right. But if the earth is flat, like some people say.
We got a couple of guys playing catch down there. I'm kind of curious what
I thought I saw Sosa running out there. That one dribbled towards third base. Nickel charging in, throws across, and gets the out. That one was not hit sharply. Nickel came charging in, grabbed it, made a smooth transition over to first base, and the first out is recorded. 5-3. Joseph Ramirez comes to the plate.
I mean, they're throwing seriously. It's not over in the.
Well, it may be a defensive replacement. You're
Yeah,
right.
it could be, but it's almost like it's almost throwing like a pitcher. I think it's somebody just maybe starting to get loose.
That or somebody staying loose.
It's a big guy. I mean, I wonder.
First pitch is a maybe Liddell.
I don't know. Just starting to get loose. I don't know.
1-0. That one hit off the fist, but is dumped into left field. Big turn at first base for the runner. Ball slightly misplayed, but Ramirez going to stay put at first as Jackson Duke had issues gathering the ball up, but there's a one-out single for Joseph Ramirez.
They have had some CNI hits in this game.
That one, again, Huber jammed him, and he just kind of muscled that one out into shallow left field. And flip side of that coin, SAU has done some damage to the baseball and just hit it right at people. Number 9 hitter, Dylan Hurd, to the plate. Huber's pitch outside and low. Good snag there by McGee.
It's the 10th hit for the Savage Storm. Your Rudders have 11, but it's the run column that's important. They lead 5-3.
Again, all 5 runs by Southeast. We got in the top of the 4th inning. Your Riders, they're due for a crooked number. They've scored all 3 of their runs in different innings. Next pitch, low and away. I think that may have been a slider. Where the Storms are coming.
No, it's way over in Texas. It's down between Dallas and Austin. There's some storms down toward Austin way.
2-0. Fastball inside, probably a little high as well. Count goes to 3-0. Leadoff man Sam Creed is on deck. And your Riders don't want to give up any more ground. Already behind 2. Pitch, there's a fastball to the outside corner for a called strike 1.
Close enough to the outside.
Close enough.
Yes.
In the general vicinity. Ramirez a decent lead at first. The pitch, there's a strike right down the gut.
He was looking away, it looked like there, and he that one slipped in on him.
Count goes full. 6-4-3 double play. What do you say? One time. The full count pitch. It's hit over towards second line. Drive throw back to first. Not in time, and I think Richardson dropped it. Would have been safe anyway, but there is a line out for out number 2. Sutton threw behind the runner Ramirez at first, but he was able to beat it back to the bag.
That liner took a little bit too long to get to Sutton, a slow line drive. So runner had time to throw on the brakes and get back.
Sam Creed, the leadoff hitter. 2 hits, both of those infield singles. Huber comes set. Good curveball there for a called strike. Sam Creed, the second baseman, scored a run. He's reached 3 times, had the 2 infield singles and hit by a pitch. Was one of the 11 strikeouts for Jeremy Adorno. Another curveball hit back up the middle. Riley Orr goes off of his glove and into center field. That's probably going to be an error. It went over the bag. Riley Orr was there ready to glove it and touch second for the force. Instead, that one hits off the bottom of his glove and goes into center field. That's going to be an E6.
Now I'm going to give Jeff Harrington a headache. No, I know what the explanation is.
If the next guy would have been out, they would have been under.
Now 2 men aboard, 2 out.
I know you can't assume and all that.
And yada, yada. And the slip in left field. The pitch, there's a called strike.
If it could go wrong that inning, it went wrong that inning. That was a
Corey
crazy
Bonstrom to the plate. Bonstrom 0 for 3.
So Jeff you didn't get enough baseball in D Queen. You decided to come on out here and
curveball foul.
Trying to defend the Harrington family name.
Such a lovely drive back from DeQueen.
I would have given Connor a microphone, but I was afraid what he might say about me. That headache might have.
Yeah.
Right now I'm behind on my count here.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 men on. Huber comes set at the chest. The pitch outside. And he's kind of pointing where the ball went as opposed to where it should have gone on the mound.
I thought I was off there. I looked and I thought that was number 10 because he's 2 batters down, but that's 19.
No, that's, Bonstrom, the center fielder. So you trying to keep it a 2-run game. Richardson not on the bag. Runner at first, a wide lead. That one outside. Count evens 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, they still haven't put the SAU softball score on the tournament page, but they are playing tomorrow, the 1:30 game, the second semifinal tomorrow. Southeastern and Southern Naz play the first semifinal at 11, and then 1:30 it's Harding and SAU. At 1:30 up at Bentonville.
2-2 curveball. I don't know if he swung or not. Doesn't matter. It's a called strike 3. And Huber works out of the jam there. There were no runs off of 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left on base. We hit the bottom of the 8th inning. Savage Storm leading the Mule Riders 5-3. You're listening to Mule Rider Baseball.
Oh, it's nice. You could drive to Whataburger right now, if you wanted to. Yeah, you can hit a Louie, talk to Reggie at the counter, and get a freshly made 100% beef double meat Whataburger with melted cheese and fresh cut veggies on a 5-inch bun. It's just the delicious freedom you have living in the land where there's Whataburger. Of course, some people aren't in that land. Wonder what they're doing right now. Probably thinking about a road trip. Whataburger, just like you like it.
Beautiful flowers for a beautiful mom are available at Bridget's on the Square. Located on the historic Magnolia Square, Bridget's has arrangements perfect for Mother's Day. Arrangements like the new Blossom Beauty, Luxurious Purple, Lavender in Bloom, and Go Glam bouquets are available. Centerpieces are also available. Say thank you in the best way with Bridget's on the Square. Follow Bridget's on the Square on social media or visit bridgetsonthesquare.com/Mother's Day. It's Bridget's. Did we mention she has fresh flowers?
Infinity Fitness in Magnolia is here to help you every step of the way and put a little spring in your step. Level up this summer with our Level Up class included with our Gold membership. Try our new cycling class as you learn how to reserve a bike. As always, we offer health coaching, yoga, and live classes. Also, stop by the Beyond Fit Deli for healthy food options, including the plant-based Lotus Infusion energy drinks. Join Infinity online. Visit InfinityLifeFit.com or stop by 1010 North Dudney in Magnolia.
Bottom of the 8th inning, Mule Riders trailing 5-3. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. Rubik, Duke, and Sutton due up for SAU. Houck back to work on the mound. This will be his 3rd inning of relief. Let's see if the Mule Riders can get to him here. Houck peers into his catcher. First pitch, fastball. There's a delayed strike call. Again, over the generous outside corner.
Henderson taking care of Monticello up 8-0. They're in the bottom of the 7th in Arkadelphia.
The 0-1 to Rubik. That's fastball up in the zone.
Oklahoma Baptist, a 6-4 winner at Arkansas Tech in the first game of their series. They'll play at least one more tomorrow, and then earlier, Washita at home, a winner over Harding 7-0.
1-1 inside, and that goes off the helmet of Rubik, and he's going to go down to a knee. That was not a glancing blow. That was
That was dead on.
Yeah, that was right in the middle of the helmet, and he's going to get some attention from the SAU training staff.
Good thing I don't think it was the full fastball, but it was coming. It was like a hard breaking pitch, and it hit it square.
Yeah, it was not a glancing blow, and I agree. I don't think it was fastball, but it was a direct hit there. And like I said, Rubik.
Well, and I'll say this about it: nobody feels worse than Howard.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do in that situation. Is
Howard feels terrible when you got a guy down on the ground, and it was caused by your pitch. I mean, and he's feeling terrible. He's walking around out there.
Good news, Rubik's conscious, and Pettigrew's there along with the training staff. Rubik is able to get to his feet.
I don't think he ever lost consciousness.
No, he did not.
And they checked him out. They, asked him all the typical questions. Where are you? All this kind of stuff. So
he's out of the game. They're going to go ahead and put, I'm assuming that's Ballard over at first base. I haven't seen the number yet. But yeah, Rubik's night is going to be done.
So they would probably have brought in a pinch runner in this situation anyway, with him on at first base. But yeah, they'll take him to the dugout and make sure they'll observe him, make sure that everything is good.
Got to bring up Jackson Duke, and then we're going to have a mound, at least a visit. Let's see if we have a change here. We've had someone up and warming in the bullpen for a couple of days ever since Hal came into the ball game.
That is Ballard over there running. Hayden Ballard.
Ballard is in the game. They're going to go ahead and make the call to the bullpen. So we'll tell you about the Duke pitcher after this. Bottom of the 8th inning. Savage Storm 5, Buell Riders 3. You're listening to Buell Rider Baseball.
Offenhauser and Company Insurance has been an integral part of South Arkansas for over 138 years by providing quality insurance coverage including home, auto, business, health, and specialty insurance from the finest carriers with an in-house claims department and the very best of service. Offenhauser is proud to help sponsor SAU Mulerider Sports. Offenhauser and Company Insurance. Offices in Texarkana, Atlanta, Mount Pleasant, San Antonio, and Austin, Texas. Your insurance leader since 1882. Southern Medical Group, 211 East Stadium Street, Magnolia, is not only the largest multi-specialty group in Southern Arkansas, but their doctors have you covered whatever the health issue, whether it's sinus-related problems, allergies, flu shots and screenings, DOT physicals, hormone therapy, chronic health problems, and wellness appointments. From newborn and up, you can trust Southern Medical Group, our family taking care of yours. That's what we do at Southern Medical Group. Visit smgarkansas.com.
I love my Fast Pass from Rocket Fast Car Wash. It makes keeping my car clean so easy.
No cap. With unlimited washes, I don't have to worry about breaking the bank to keep my car looking great. And I can use my Fast Pass at any of their 10 locations.
Rocket Fast Car Wash Fast Pass plans include unlimited washes and make it easy to keep your ride looking its best all summer long. Starting at only $20. Spend less time cleaning your car and more time enjoying your adventures. Rocket Fast, it's a blast. And your vehicle is free.
Southeastern Oklahoma going to go ahead and go to their closer here. Jordan Compton, 5'11", 170-pound senior out of Midwest City, Oklahoma. Previously out of Eastern Oklahoma State. And like we said, he is their closer. 3.1 ERA, has a 3-0 record. This will be his 13th appearance. 4 saves, 20 1/3 innings, 14 hits. He's given up 7 earned runs, walked 8, struck out 19 opponents, only hitting 189 against Jordan Compton. That's pretty stout.
He's got 4 of their 9 saves.
Ballard has come in to pinch run at first base. Jackson Duke at the plate. Nobody out. First pitch low and outside for ball 1. Pretty good zip on the fastball.
Time for a new good luck pencil.
Good call.
It's time. Time to make the change.
Jackson Duke, speaking of going to the bullpen, Jackson Duke 1 for 2 on the evening. Pitch fastball a little bit low as Ramirez tried to pick it up and frame it. Umpire said close but no cigar. Count goes to 2-0. Continued action. There's somebody else up and throwing for the Savage Storm. Ballard a good lead at first. Fastball, that one is a called strike at the knees. On deck for SAU, Chris Sutton, and back to the top of the order in Riley Orr. Compton's pitch, that one outside. Count goes to 3-1. Boy, another base runner here. Anyway, anyhow.
I think that's Season throwing down there. I didn't have binoculars there, would you?
There you are. 3-1. That one low and in for ball 4. And the first 2 men for SAU are aboard here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jackson Duke. Let's see, we may have a pinch runner here for Jackson Duke. We are.
It's actually Kobe Langford throwing the bullpen.
It's going to be Chris Garcia is going to come in and pinch run for Duke. So Chris Sutton to the plate, move Peyton Ballard over to second base, and Coach Pettigrew going to have a conference with his second baseman before he goes to the plate. Chris Sutton talking strategy here in SAU. Bottom of the 8th inning, down 2. First 2 men are aboard with nobody out.
Well, Coach Crabtree for Southeastern, I guarantee you,
he's got
had a few hairs just turn gray on him. When you got a 2-run lead, the last thing you want to do is give free passes to the first 2 batters.
Hit by pitch and a walk, and they have done that. Coach Pettigrew, a long series of signs from his third base coaching box. Both base runners and Sutton looking in. Sutton getting ready and steps into the box. Jordan Compton, the pitcher, looking in, getting the sign from his catcher, Ramirez. Comes set at the belt. Pitch, fastball low and in for ball 1.
Both in a little at the corners, just in case he wants to sacrifice here.
Probably a good idea. Sutton did not show bunts on that pitch.
I'd rather have a 3-run homer. Put my bid in my
pitch, that one low.
Yeah, that's my vote.
Goes to 2-0.
My vote doesn't mean a whole lot, but
yeah, well, ask Connor.
He's still got a headache.
The official score says
I got some headache drugs in the car for him if you need to.
Declined. The 2-0. That one inside. That hits Sutton, and the bases are now loaded with nobody out. First hitter of the inning hit by a pitch. Jackson Duke walked, and Chris Sutton hit by a pitch, and the bases are loaded, nobody out. All without having a hit here in the bottom of the 8th inning. We're going to have another mound visit. Like we talked about, this is their closer, so they do have someone else loose in the bullpen, but
that's 3 free passes. Yeah, with 2 hit batters and a walk, and so he just had a few more gray hairs pop up, and he's not in good mood as he's talking to his pitcher, Jordan Compton.
Well, now all of a sudden, too, they've got Riley Orr, top of the order coming up, bases loaded, nobody out. SAU looking to do more to get things even.
That first one. First batter he's hit this year. Good timing. We like that timing.
Riley Orr steps to the plate. He is 2 out of 3.
Speaking of good timing, Riley still doesn't have his first home run.
Keep asking. Riley Orr steps to the plate. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pitch low and away for ball 1. There is nowhere to put Riley Orr here. Again, all 3 runners have reached 2 hit by pitch, 1 walk.
Well, SAU has hit the ball very well off closers in the last 3 or 4 weeks.
That's absolutely correct. Brett McGee looms on deck. Fastball, there's a called strike.
Got to the point, I wish some of these teams would start their closers. They seem to hit the closers better than anybody else. Now, let's hope that will be the case here tonight.
Counts even, 1 ball, 1 strike, still in at the corners defensively. Southeastern Oklahoma. Pitch, that one inside, and that almost hit Riley Orr. Fastball tight as he bends back out of the way.
Coach Pettigrew kind of bobbing his head down there. He's thinking he should have taken that one. That would have been a run.
Fastball off the hands. That's a tough ask. 2-1.
He wants the run.
Yeah, but your body's saying get out of the way. The 2-1. That one low and in. Count goes to 3-1. As Compton is struggling to find the strike zone.
I think he's going to throw him. He's going to groove one here. He doesn't want to go to.
See if.
I don't want to walk him.
3-1. I'm going to assume Riley Orr has the green light here, hoping he'll groove one. The 3-1. That one low. That was low, and it was one that Riley Orr started walking to first, and the umpire said, nope, you started walking too quickly. I'm going to call that a strike.
And rile up the SAU fans. They're not happy with that throw.
That's on the umpire there. He's not showing you up. It was obviously low. Full count. Pitch, fastball, swing and a miss for strike 3. And
that's a big turnaround there from a bases loaded walk to a strikeout.
It's a big turnaround there. That's yeah, you can't have that. Anyway, 1 out. Brett McGee comes to the plate. Mulerider catcher. 15 home runs on the season. I'm just saying.
Well, he struck out his last 2 times. He's 0 for his last 3. Doubled in the first.
Pitch, there's a fastball, catches the outer half for a called strike 1. Yeah, bases still loaded, now 1 out. Brett McGee at the plate. Brandon Nickel on deck. Mulerider's trailing by 2, bottom of the 8th inning. Jordan Compton, a long look into his catcher. The pitch, that one outside. You just count 1 ball, 1 strike.
McGee
after he actually came set.
After that double in the first, that promising first inning, but they only got 1 run out of. He doubled, was at third base when that liner was hitting to left field, and Nickel about overran him over at third base, and then they doubled Nickel off at second base on that line drive out.
1-1 fastball fouled back and out of play over the left side.
That was a very disappointing ending for an inning that should have had more.
1 ball, 2 strike count. Good news is you got Brandon Nickel on deck, and he does not mind turning around a good fastball. One, 2 to count. Pitch, that was inside. Did he go? Yes, strike 3. That was inside, and McGee started to swing, and as he turned his body, just could not keep the bat from going through the zone. And all of a sudden, for bases loaded, nobody out. Bases loaded, 2 out.
Back-to-back strikeouts after.
Number 3 hitter Brandon Nickel comes to the plate for SAU.
That's their strategy. Get a couple of batters,
rope-a-dope.
Get them where they can't dig in.
I was thinking maybe SAU was setting them up. Nickel at the plate. Fastball bounces in. Ramirez, a good job body blocking that one.
He's blocked several in this game that kept runners at third base.
Yep. Nickel is 2 out of 3. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball, that one a little bit low for ball 2. Ramirez tried to bring it up in the zone and frame it, but it's called low.
It was close.
It was. Connor Allen on deck. Defensively, Savage Storm pretty much straight away. The 2-0. Fastball, that one lifted towards right center field, but it looks like it's going to be playable as the right fielder goes back, and Jake Miller makes the catch to retire the side. No runs off of no hits. There were no errors. 3 men left on base as we enter the 9th inning. Savage Storm leading the Muleriders 5-3. You're listening to Mulerider Baseball.
Head down to S&S Home Center and pick up a new steel trimmer, blower, or chainsaw. That's right. S&S Home Center in Magnolia is now your authorized steel dealer. We have Everything from lightweight battery-powered to professional gas-powered and everything in between. S&S also has a full line of accessories like extra trimmer line, Motomix, bar and chain oil, chaps, and more. Come see us today and pick out a new steel tool or accessory that's just right for you at S&S Home Center, making it easy to buy local.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the experienced team at Southern Caregivers provides expert care to you and your loved ones. Southern Caregivers also provides needed support for seniors, allowing them to remain in the comfort of their own home and maintain their independence. Nurturing and caring companions can be matched to meet emotional, spiritual, and physical needs of the individuals they care for. Call 501-463-9990 today and speak with one of our professionals, or visit southerncaregiversar.com.
You're on the come up and proud of your grind, which is why the McDonald's app is your favorite app. Waiting in lines? Not great for your bottom line. So you hit the app to order ahead. Your faves are ready when you pull up and you're on your way again with the quickness. Order ahead in the McDonald's app to save time.
Use the app, get large fries for $1. We'll prep while you're on the way when you choose dine-in, curbside, or counter pickup at participating McDonald's. Offer valid through 12/31/23. This offer is only available in the McDonald's app.
Southeastern hanging on to a 5-3 lead on Southern Arkansas as we go into the ninth. Top of the ninth for the Savage Storm. They're 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Burrows, Rice, and Miller due up against Jake Huber. Here's the pitch. It's outside for ball one. Burrows has a couple of hits. He's 2 for 3 with a walk. All 5 Southeastern runs came in that 4th inning. 1-0 pitch. He fouled it back. That was such a crazy inning. Kind of, well, yeah. I mean, the bottom of the 8th there, Muleriders get 3 men on. 3 gifts, basically. A couple of hit batters and a walk. Loaded up with nobody out. And the Muleriders go down without bringing anybody across. Strikeout, strikeout, fly out to right. So their closer got the job done after walking and hitting the first 2 guys that he faced. There's a foul off to the left side out of play. That was a big strike call on Riley.
It was, and again, bases loaded, nobody out.
What should have been ball 4.
It should have been.
Was a called strike, and then he struck out on the next pitch.
Yeah, you could just see the momentum totally shift, but the Muleriders have left 12 on so far.
2-2 pitch outside for balls. Twice they've left them loaded.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, that was...
And loaded that with call, nobody, yeah.
That call just totally changed the dynamics of the inning.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Damon Burrows. Huber's pitch. And a chopper, 1 hop back to the pitcher, Huber, and he'll underhand it over to first. Turned out to be pretty close, but he's out at first. 1-3 on the putout. And it brings Reed Rice to the plate. Their cleanup hitter's 0 for 3 with a walk. He was at the plate with the strikeout, strike him out, throw him out, double play in the 7th inning. The Riders need to hold them where they are right here, and got to score at least 2 in the bottom of the inning. There's a strike. Otherwise, they go into tomorrow having to win 2. It's the best of 3. Otherwise, you don't play next weekend. There's a pop up to the right side. Richardson into foul ground, has a play on it, and he makes the catch just beyond the SAU dugout and foul ground. So Rice fouls out to Richardson over at first. There are 2 out, and that brings Jake Miller to the plate.
Well, like you said, if SAU does not come back here and has to win 2 tomorrow, if Huber can secure this last out, don't underestimate how big his performance is in saving the SAU bullpen.
Curveball chopped to the left side, to the backhand side, or throws across a couple of times. Got him over at first base. Just got him on bang play. Over at first base, 6-3 on the putout. The Savage Storm go 1-2-3 in the top half of the 9th inning. Muleriders come to bat in the bottom of the 9th, down 5-3. This is Mulerider baseball.
KBMZ-FM Waldo Magnolia and KELD-FM Hampton, Camden, El Dorado, 99.1 and 106.5. The new Max FM.
Short-term plans may change, but stay focused on 3 lifetime goals: planning for retirement, preparing for the unexpected, and creating an estate plan. Get in touch with one of Magnolia's Edward Jones financial advisors. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Since 1906, Farmers Bank and Trust has served customers throughout South Arkansas. This year, we've added 9 new communities in Arkansas and Oklahoma. We're committed to serving and investing in our new and legacy communities. In Magnolia, we're not the new bank in town, but you've always made us feel at home. When you need a bank perfect for your season of life, come home to Farmers Bank and Trust. Visit myfarmers.bank to learn more. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Member.
The Magnolia Family Medical Clinic is your hometown provider for all members of your family. The Magnolia Family Medical Clinic provides pediatric checkups with immunizations, adult wellness exams, illness recovery, patient education, and more. Nurse practitioners Joanne Clark and Christy Woost are here to serve your entire family. Call the Magnolia Family Medical Clinic today for an appointment. 870-235-3555.
Well, it all comes down to this in the bottom of the ninth. SAU, their cleanup man, Connor Allen leads it off in the ninth. First pitch to Connor outside for ball 1. Got to have at least one base runner before the big blow. Allen, Lyles, and Richardson due up here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Facing the closer for the Savage Storm. That fastball is up.
Yeah, Compton has had issues finding the strike zone.
Boy, he sure rallied back, though, when he had to.
A couple of strikeouts really got things going.
2-0 pitch on the way. There's a line drive base hit. That's to the left of the shortstop. Out in the left center field and having trouble with it out there. And down to second base goes Connor Allen.
Connor Allen's fired up and trying to get the SAU dugout fired up. Assume there'd be a single and an error.
Well, that's the way I would score it. See, big thing. Getting down to second base, and again, they need 2. They need to have at least 2 in this inning. But by being able to get to second base, that makes it much harder to pull off a double play against them.
Yeah, absolutely. And
brings Connor Lyles to the plate. I'm giving double all the way. I don't agree with that, but
it was kind of towards the gap. It arguably could go either way.
You're so politically correct.
No, I mean, it could. It's
here's the pitch to Lyles, up and in for ball 1. I'm going to start a blog.
Don't. Just trust me, don't. I'm saying this for your own benefit.
I may need a good attorney. Not against these guys. These guys have been great. No, these guys are awesome. There's a foul off the foot of Chris Lyles. No, there'd be other people that. I'm afraid.
No, I know.
I'm afraid. Yeah, you know where I would go.
I do.
1 ball, 1 strike to Chris Lyles. No, it would be nothing bad about SAU. Definitely not these people next door that I give headaches to. 1-1 pitch on the way, outside a breaking pitch. 2-1 to count to Chris Lyles. I think it'd be kind of cool, though. I'm really thinking about it.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Me and Tucker.
Yeah, well, I'll find a couple of people we will
2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch, fly ball. Out into right field. Miller over toward the line. It's going to hang up for him. Makes the catch. Tag at second and on to third goes Connor Allen on the fly out to right. But the Muleriders are down to their last 2 outs now in this game. And that brings Will Richardson to the plate for the Muleriders. He is 2 for 4 in the game.
Boy, how about just go ahead and launch one here and tie this thing up.
Well, again, that runner at third doesn't mean a lot, but being over there, there's Little chance of a double play. There's a pitch low and away. Not saying it couldn't happen. Line drive to the third baseman.
Seen it happen a couple of times tonight.
1 ball, no strikes to Will Richardson.
On line outs.
From the stretch, Compton to the plate. And he tried to hold up. It went around. A pitch that jammed him.
We've seen that, at least 3 times by SAU hitters. Pitches inside where they get ready to start their swing, and it's really their body that brings it around, trying to get out of the way.
Kind of running into him.
Yeah.
So 1 ball, 1 strike on Will Richardson. Compton's pitch, fastball. That's a little bit low and away. Southeastern fans wanted that one, and that was close. It's 2-1. What will he throw him on 2-1? He doesn't want to go to 3-1. Compton looks in, has the sign. From the stretch to the plate, Richardson, a swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, that's a big swing. He was looking to tie it up there.
Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third, 1 man out. SAU down by 2 in the bottom of the 9th. Compton, long look. He's ready once again. 2-2 delivery. Swinging a foul back, out of play. Count stays 2-2 on Will Richardson. Rubik. That's not Rubik.
Yeah, it is.
Nope.
Isn't it?
Well, it shouldn't be. They pinch ran for him.
No, but they've got that rule, right, where if it's an injury, they can bring them back in.
Okay.
I think.
I guess you're right. Because
Rubik.
he's swinging in the on-deck circle. Pitch foul back, out of play. Count still 2-2 on Will Richardson. Rubik due up next, then Jackson Duke would follow. Somehow got to come up with at least 2 runs. 2-2 delivery. Richardson swings and misses. A breaking pitch. He just couldn't reach it. Breaking away from him, and he's down on strikes. And SAU down to their last out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Rubik coming to the plate for the Muleriders. Rubik is 0 for 3, and he's been hit by a pitch. I mean, he was hit in the side of the helmet last at bat. They pinch ran for him, but he's back out there. So apparently all checked out. It's all up to Mr. Rubik here with 2 out. Runner at third. The pitch. A fastball. Strike 1. So Compton ahead of Rubik. No balls, 1 strike. Compton looks long, now ready. He delivers. And Rubik got around late on a fastball, fouled it off out of play. Rubik in the hole 0-2, and the Muleriders down to their last strike. Garcia swinging a bat. He came in defensively, I think, earlier on left field. There's, oh man, off-speed pitch, just, I guess, off the plate. I thought that was strike 3.
Let's not take that one again.
No, I would not. 1-2 to Jack Rubik. Compton from the stretch to the plate. Goes to the backstop, but it bounces right back to the catcher. And you're not going to attempt to score on that anyway. That 1 run doesn't mean anything at third base. Not without another one following. It's a 2-2 count now after that pitch bounced off of the padding on the backstop and just right back out to the catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third. 2 men out in the bottom of the 9th. SAU trailing by 2. The closer, Jordan Compton, on the mound for the Savage Storm. His pitch. And a foul off to the right side, out of play. Rubik stays alive. There have been 22 hits in this game. 8 runs scored. 5 for the Savage Storm. 3 for the Muleriders. Compton's ready. He delivers. And Rubik off the fist stays alive. just got a piece of that one, rolled it over toward the third base dugout.
Barely, but he's seeing some pitches now, so.
Well, if taking that baseball offside ahead, I'm surprised he didn't see anything. Or maybe see multiples.
Get the one in the middle.
But he's fine. 2 balls, 2 strikes. From the stretch, Compton delivers a little flare out to the right side. That'll be handled easily by the first baseman, Cameron French. And Southeastern Oklahoma State takes game 1 of this best-of-3 series as they defeat the Muleriders 5-3 in the 9th for SAU. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. 5-3, Southeastern. This is Mulerider baseball.
Magnolia Travel Center is the only homegrown fuel stop in Magnolia and now offers off-road diesel and premium non-ethanol gas. Get a kickstart with our new hotcakes, breakfast burritos, and more. Get the boost you need with our bean-to-cup coffee machine. Also try the Flavor Shot Fountain Center with over 250 drink combinations. Happy hour from 2 to 6. Experience the frozen yogurt with topping bar, hot dogs, burgers, chicken, homestyle lunch combos, kids meals, and more. Grab and go with our fresh fruits, salads, and pizzas served all day. It's Magnolia Travel Center. Be sure and follow us on Facebook for updates.
The Greenhouse Cottages of Wentworth Place have been recognized as Arkansas's top short-term rehabilitation and long-term care facility by U.S. News and World Report. At Wentworth Place, their mission is to provide the highest quality care to their residents, and they are honored to receive this prestigious award. Their cottages are homes large enough to comfortably accommodate 12 elders with private rooms, complete bath, a shared living room, open kitchen, dining area, and a spa located in the heart of Magnolia. It's the Greenhouse Cottages of Wentworth Place. Visit cottagesofwentworthplace.com.
Bailey's Body Shop is your one-stop shop for collision repair. They can do it all, from handling the estimate for you to getting the information to your insurance company. Owner Danny Bailey has been doing auto body work for over 40 years, and Bailey Body Shop is built on quality and trust. You don't have to worry about it. They're there when you need them. When you need collision repair, trust Bailey's Body Shop, 2416 North Vine in Magnolia, 234-3303.
Welcome back to Southern Arkansas University for our Farm Bureau postgame show. Farm Bureau membership allows you to receive $500 bonus cash on eligible new Ford Rangers, F-150s, and Super Duke trucks. Farm Bureau's Value Benefit Program highlights the great movement that Farm Bureau and Ford have together and how farming and trucks have gone together for over 100 years. See your local Ford dealership for qualifications and for complete details. 5-3 the final, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 9 left for Southeastern, and for Southern Arkansas, 3 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, and 12 men left on as we're joined by Coach Justin Pettigrew. Coach, what, just one of those games where, gosh, you just couldn't get that big hit.
Yeah, we couldn't get the big hit. We had 3 base running mistakes, and that's something that we normally don't do. The first inning, Lyles lines the ball to the left. We've got to do a better job there, and have Richardson coming up with 2 guys in scoring position, and then we go to third. Well, we go to third on a ground ball to the shortstop, and an out, and then we get lined out, Lyles gets thrown behind on a base hit. There's 3 times that we gave them extra outs, and when you got 27 outs to earn, I would have really liked for them to earn them all. And then defensively, we gave them 4 bases defensively as well, or actually more than that because we had a couple errors as well. So we got to be a little bit better. It's part of it. They're a good ball club. They fought and scratched their 5 runs there in that that 4th inning, and we had every opportunity early to really blow the game open and get the starter out, and we just didn't do it.
Yeah, you're right. That first inning and that 4th inning for them, I mean, you're in a situation where, were it not for the error there, you're in a position to get out of it with no runs scored, and then things kind of ballooned.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those freak deals. I mean, we fall down on a routine fly ball to the left, and that's part of it. Nobody feels worse than Jackson. It's not an effort thing or anything like that. It
looked like he was trying to stop and back up into, I guess the mud out there. Maybe it's a little slick out there.
Yeah, it's very slick out there, to be honest with you. We got a lot of rain, and they stayed on their feet. We didn't. But that's not really the difference in the ball game. We've got to do a better job in the first few innings when we had opportunities to get their starter out and force them to go to the bullpen, and instead we look up and a guy goes 5 innings and, grinded his butt off, and we just didn't capitalize and take care of, what we're supposed to do.
Well, tough chore now for tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's one of those where it's a 3-game series, and that's kind of the way we're looking at it is, we didn't win the first one. Now we've got to win the next 2, and we've been here before. And so it's nothing different. We'll go out and, Big Mike will take the mound tomorrow, and I expect him to throw well. And, I expect our guys to come out ready to go and hungry, and, we'll be ready to go for sure.
All right, 2 o'clock start, right?
Yeah, 2 o'clock as of right now. I mean, I haven't looked at the weather, to be honest with you. So if anything changes, I'll let you know for sure.
Okay. So right now,
yep, 2 o'clock for sure.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll let you know if we
and
change
hopefully playing 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
All right. Thank you very much.
Right, Coach Justin Pettigrew joining us here post-game on our Farm Bureau post-game show. Again, 5-3 is the final. So, yeah, we're planning on going on the air at 2 o'clock tomorrow. We'll go on the air. I'll go on the air at 1:45 with first pitch at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So, again, 5 runs on 10 hits, no errors, 9 men left for Southeastern Oklahoma State. Southern Arkansas out-hit them with 12, but put only 3 across home plate. So 3 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors, and 12 men left on base. And again, in that 4th inning, even though all 5 runs technically are earned, a big error there. Just came that close to being out of the inning with no runs scored. And after that, it just one bad thing happened after another, and they end up scoring 5 runs in the inning. And that was the only inning that Southeastern brought any runners in to score, that 4th inning. So they scored all five runs right there, and they had 4 of their 10 hits in that inning as well. Plus there were a couple of hit batters in that inning. So it was a crazy inning, and everything went Southeastern's way, and very little went Southern Arkansas's way in that 4 inning. The Mulerider runs were scattered. They got 1 run, and again, for the runs that they left on in that 1st inning on that line drive out to left, and then they got the double play coming back into second base, again with Will Richardson on deck, and kind of base running error there. That doesn't go down as an error, but it's a base running error. And so they come away from the 1st inning with only 1 run, where they were right on the verge of knocking the starter out in that 1st inning. They loaded him up, put 3 men on with 2 men out in the 2nd inning, and couldn't get the big hit there. They left runners on base, and basically left runners or would have left runners on base in every inning. A double play prevented that in one of the innings, but basically they had runners on in every inning and just couldn't get the big key hits or the big innings, put up the round numbers in any inning to come from behind and win this one. So the Muleriders fall 5-3, and again they've got their work cut out for them tomorrow, as they need to. They got to win 2 tomorrow to advance to the final round of 4 at Arvest Stadium up in Northwest Arkansas. And no guarantees. They're 3rd in the region right now. But if you don't make it to that final round, who knows? Stranger things have happened. There are no guarantees as far as the regional is concerned the next weekend. So 5-3 again is the final. Southeastern's now 28-23 on the season. Muleriders fall to 34-16. Let's name our People's Bank Player of the Game, and just nothing jumping out at you as far as the offense. The Muleriders had a couple of, actually had 4 guys with 2 hits in the game. Riley Orr had a couple of singles and an RBI and a run scored. Nickel had a couple of hits for SAU. They were both singles. He had 1 RBI. Lyles had a couple of hits for SAU. They were both singles. He had 1 RBI, and Richardson with a couple of hits, and they were both singles for SAU, and he had a run scored for SAU. But we're going to the pitchers, and again, the winning pitcher for Southeastern will be Cole Knutson, the starter, who went the first 5 in this game. When he left, he had the lead. That's not written down here on my sheet there, but I'm pretty sure Knutson is the winner. He'll go to 6-2 on the season, and and Southern Arkansas. It'll be Jeremy Adorno taking the loss for SAU, and he'll fall to 7-3 on the year. For our People's Bank player of the game, Adorno was relieved by Jake Huber for the final 3 innings of this one. He came into the game needing to keep the game right where it was for his team to have any chance at coming from behind and getting a victory, and he did that. He did just what he was asked to do. He pitched 3 innings, just gave up 2 hits, 1 in the 7th, 1 in the 8th. Allowed no runs. He walked 1. He struck out 2. So Jake Huber, for that 3 innings of relief, is our People's Bank player of the game. People's Bank will donate to the SAU Athletics Fund in the name of our player of the game. People's Bank, the only bank dedicated exclusively to Columbia County People's Bank member FDIC. And Adorno had one of those games. He was striking folks out in his 6 innings of work. He struck out 11. He only walked 1. But again, after that miscue and the inning just continued on, hit a couple of batters there in that 4th inning. He ended up scattering 8 hits for the game, but gave up five runs, all 5 earned. So again, Jeremy taking the loss. But again, Jake Huber, our People's Bank player of the game. So game time 2:00 tomorrow afternoon. If Southeastern wins the first game, the series is over. It's best 2 of 3. So if they win, they will advance to next weekend. Southern Arkansas has to win the first to get to the second. So plan on coming and staying a while. Hopefully a couple of W's for Southern Arkansas tomorrow here at Walker Stadium at Goodhart Field. But it's Southeastern taking it tonight. 5-3 is the final. For Spencer Dunn back at the studio, for Ryan Phillips, I'm Dan Gregory. So long from Goodhart Field.